education, and the other bills. Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Fires the ball down the middle. Jason Swain.
It's time to kick off 3 hours of fair and honest discussions that go beyond the headlines of today's sports news.
And for a Tennessee touchdown.
From the Budweiser studios of 99.1 The Sports Animal, here are a couple of guys with over 30 years of combined knowledge of Tennessee sports. Here's Josh and Swain.
Good Monday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you for the next 3 hours. We hope you had a great weekend. We are now in the final week of the month of February. The march toward March begins. Jason Swain, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver, coming off a winning weekend for Tennessee. Tennessee sports, that's plural, after the last 2 or 3 days.
It was a dub weekend for Tennessee athletics. Lady Vols go on the road, win at Florida. Baseball team with another sweep. They move up a spot or two in the standings early in the season. Tennessee basketball goes on the road, get the top 10 win on the road, hostile environment against a really, really, really good team. And you did that with a couple players not feeling their best. Didn't matter. So it was a dub weekend for Tennessee athletics.
Chaz Lanier with a big shooting performance against Texas A&M, outshooting their team. Mm-hmm. Man, they were rough from the outside. Fire away.
Texas A&M, we know how it feels. We get it.
5 of 30 was Texas A&M. 8 of 13 was Chaz Lanier. Clutch was Zakai Ziegler, Jordan Gainey, adding 14 points off the bench, and Tennessee was the better team down the stretch, winning a big road game. The chase for a number 1 seed continues. There is still work to be done. There is help that is needed, but those two forces can combine on Saturday when Tennessee hosts Alabama. First things first, Tennessee will get ready for LSU, a game that Tennessee should win, but not a gimme when you go on the road. So the chances still there for Tennessee. Maybe a long shot in terms of odds, but not that long of a shot. So big week coming up, and only 2 weeks remaining in the regular season for the Tennessee Vols, winning 77-69 at Texas A&M. And Chaz Lanier, he's had his ups and downs, but more ups than downs for sure. And in his last 2 games, 21 points, 30 points in important wins in SEC play. And then Zakai Ziegler. Back to him. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, best point guard in the country, arguably. Chaz Lanier had a shooting performance like he had against Baylor early in the season, where he just came out and just couldn't miss, and that was Chaz Lanier versus Texas A&M. And even more impressive was the Texas A&M performance because he did it on the road, and he did it versus a Texas A&M team that is a top 10 defense. And the last couple of years, they've done a great job and hardly allowed anyone to drop that type of performance on them. So, Chaz was great, but he was great against one of the best defenses that we've seen this year in college basketball. So the question now is, can it continue? Can you continue to carry the shooting performance over, which will be very difficult to do because he was just dang near perfect. But as a group, the Chaz Laniers, the Zakai Zieglers, the Jordan Gaines, as a group, can they carry that shooting performance over another game? And I don't expect them to shoot the ball again like they did against Texas A&M, but not have a performance where you're shooting your team out of the game and you're losing a game because the group shot 22% from three for 40 minutes.
I will stress again, no gimmies on the road, but there is a drop-off in competition. This is one that Tennessee should not lose.
Josh, if there was anything close to a gimme, it would be LSU. LSU has won one home game in the SEC against a halfway decent team, and that was against Arkansas January the 14th.
What is South Carolina? Are they a quarter of the way decent?
They're not good, Josh.
They aren't good, not necessarily.
Yeah. How many wins does South Carolina have in the league?
Well, they had a big weekend. They beat Texas, which is a dreadful showing by the Longhorns. I just don't think that's going to continue with the coaching staff there.
So
as much as they're respected by Tennessee's head coach.
Their first win in the league.
Yeah.
So Carolina.
In fact, those were back-to-back games. LSU beat South Carolina by 14, and then South Carolina turned around and beat Texas by 15. So your question could be, what's your point, Josh? And it is, I don't have one. No, Tennessee needs to beat LSU tomorrow on the road. Late tip, 9 o'clock, Swain, tomorrow night.
It's not a gimme. I mean, this is the same LSU team that took advantage of Florida going through, at times, lulls where they're not locked in, they're not focused, and Florida was unable to really shut the door on LSU. LSU stayed around. They wound up beating it by 14 points anyways. But the thing about LSU, man, they're not going to give up. They're going to play hard until you knock them out. And so that's what Tennessee needs to do early. It will be important for Tennessee to come out and play like they played against Oklahoma in the first 10 minutes to really establish what the game is going to be like. If Chaz can come out like he did against OU, I mean, everybody was making shots against OU a couple weeks ago, but that's what you have to do to LSU.
So the vibes have to be good now, right? Tennessee goes to Texas A&M and wins.
Are they good?
Tennessee still the highest projected number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Are they good?
They have the second most quad 1 wins in all of college basketball this season.
They should be good.
Are they good? Are the vibes good?
They're good with me. They should be good.
Did you see what Evan Maya? He's of the Ken Palm realm. Did you see what he said about Zakai Ziegler?
He should be third place for Player of the Year.
Third most valuable in the country behind Janai Broome and Cooper Flagg, the two players battling it out for National Player of the Year.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Zakai Ziegler is that guy.
Where's Randy? I ain't heard from Randy in a while. The Georgia fan that not impressed with Zakai.
I think it was
Ziegler's,
Frank.
It's Frank. It's Frank.
Yeah, I think it's
Frank. It's right. It's Frank.
Yeah. I was thinking about Frank earlier today, and I've just decided whether he would admit or say to it or not. And Frank, if you're listening, we appreciate you listening, by the way, and appreciate the messages. But I think he's trolling Frank. There's no way Frank thinks that Zakai Ziegler is just a solid player.
No.
There's no way that Frank thinks that Zakai Ziegler is overrated. Evan Maya said that Zakai Ziegler remains underrated.
7 assists, 3 turnovers, 16 points, 2 steals, 50% from 3, 83% from the
huge
free throw
shot
line.
late.
Yeah, that's
letting them know you got it.
That same shot he missed against Auburn, catch and shoot in the corner, to win the game. It was a good shot, looked good coming off of his hands. It just didn't go in. He made that same inbounds shot from the corner versus Missouri at home, took the same inbound shot from the corner versus Texas A&M on the road, and won the game again. So I'm pointing that out because you don't think Zakai Ziegler, after missing that shot against Auburn a couple weeks ago, worked on that shot to say, next time I get that opportunity, I'm going to make it. Well, the next couple opportunities he's had, he has made it. But the A&M game was in crunch time. That's what closed the door on Texas A&M. So he's special. He's special.
He is an all-time great story, and he is an all-time great player in Tennessee history.
What a performance, man.
Frank is listening, which we appreciate, and Frank texted in.
Hey, Frank.
Zakai got lucky.
Oh, he trolling
on that shot.
He trolling.
Trolling Frank.
I can't get serious with Frank anymore, man. You trolling now.
Trolling Frank.
You trolling, man.
Zakai Ziegler is special.
Zakai could do a 360 backflip dunk on someone this weekend, and Frank will say, I'll give it about a 4.5 dunk contest. I ain't messing with Frank. He trolling, man.
Frank, we appreciate you tuning in. Frank, we see what you're doing.
You ain't slick, Frank.
Charlie in the text box, if the vibe is right with Swain, then the vibe is right.
Hey, okay. I appreciate that. That's a compliment. Am I the tone setter, the vibe setter? I guess so.
Yeah, I think you're the either the vibe checker or the vibe setter.
Yeah, I mean, hey, folks want
the vibe czar, if you want to be. We dubbed you the schedule consultant on Friday.
I'll take it.
And I would say that you are the vibe czar.
I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, hey, I did not expect that type of shooting performance, but I'll take it. I know they're capable of doing it because all three of those guys are good shooters. It's just, getting to your spot, sharing the basketball, not rushing it, being mentally locked in, and they were. So they can make shots, but I was expecting those three guys to combine for 60. Wasn't expecting Chaz to go for 30 against that defense, even though Chaz did have that type of shooting performance earlier in the season.
We'll continue the conversation. We appreciate you being with us today. We invite you to be a part of the conversation. You can call or text to join us today. 865-656-9900 is how you can reach us. Call or text at that number as we're here until 3 o'clock reacting to Tennessee's win over Texas A&M. We'll check in on some polls today in multiple sports. We will continue the conversation with a lot to cover between now and 3 o'clock. Join us. Stay with us right here on Josh and Swain.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Hey, it's Ford Truck Month right now. You can celebrate with Ted Russell Ford as they have big savings available for you right now. You can do what I just did. Go to tedrussellford.net. I just pulled up the website. They make things very easy for you. If you want to learn about the inventory they have available, about all the different options they have with their lineup of trucks, check it out right now at tedrussellford.net. You can see you can get up to $10,000 off MSRP on 2024 Ford F-150s and 2024 Ford Expeditions. Learn about the 2025s that are already on the lot there at either Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike. Needing work trucks, new work trucks, pre-owned, they can help you at Ted Russell Ford with exactly what you need. From the Ford lineup, the Lincoln lineup as well at Ted Russell Lincoln on Kingston Pike, right next door near Walker Springs Road, or you could start online. That's where I shop before we purchase the vehicles that my family drives every day from Ted Russell Ford. Go online to tedrussellford.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
Waters Equipment is your Maryville and surrounding area Woods Equipment tractor implement dealer, featuring the original Batwing rotary cutter. Woods Equipment offers products with 10-year gearbox warranties, rotary cutters with easy change blade system with a simple 3/4 wrench. They have Woods rotary cutters, rotary tillers, box blades, grater blades, pallet forks, finish mowers, and more products offered for tractors. Woods Equipment is available at Waters Equipment Company. Call 865-238-9000 or visit watersequipmentco.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-859-3220. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-859-3220. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-859-3220. 800-859-3220 or biglou.com.
This is Fred.
Hey, what's up?
But he prefers to go by his b-ball name, Freddie T. Dunkerson.
We're 3!
And that's Freddie T. Dunkerson breaking his bay window, and his wife,
seriously,
not being too happy. Thankfully, Freddie T's teammate is Insti-Glass. They can replace and fix glass faster than anyone else and get the job done in the same day. Moisture in your glass, fogged windows, or bad basketball skills. No matter what, Insti-Glass has your back. Call 567-4555 or go to instiglassofknoxville.com.
During basketball and all seasons, choose Coors Light, the official beer of chill, inside Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. When things heat up on the hardwood, reach for the beer that's made to chill. You'll know your Coors Light's perfectly chilled because when the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Tennessee Athletics. Always cheer loudly and please celebrate responsibly.
I never thought building a custom home would be this easy. When Red Door Homes built our house last year, they made the process simple. We picked from their 30-plus floor plans, customized it how we wanted, and they built it right on our land. The construction time was quick, and their 10-year warranty gave us total confidence. If you're thinking about building a home, do what we did. Go to reddoorhomestn.com and visit their showroom right off Paper Mill and Kingston Pike. You won't regret it.
Red Door Homes, home building as it should be.
Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal. Once again, voted one of the top 25 sports midday shows in America by Barrett Sports Media.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. However you are tuning in, we're on 99.1 The Sports Animal. We are on AM 640 The Sports Monster. Great to be on each afternoon in the Tri-Cities. If you are streaming live or listening on demand, however you're tuning in, we appreciate you being with us today. Appreciate Dustin with the heads up on this. We'll have to look into it. He asked Swain if we have heard of the new sport called quiet tennis. It is just like regular tennis without the racket.
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
You like that one?
I like that one.
You ought to serve that up at the next party you attend.
I might have to.
See how that does.
Let's see if I don't get escorted out.
You could. Chip with the win for Tennessee at Texas A&M calls that the best win all year for this Tennessee basketball team. I think it's between Saturday and the Florida win. I know the Florida win's at home, but Tennessee beat Florida, projected 1 seed by 20 points, shorthanded. That was a huge performance. I think maybe for the psyche of the team, knowing what players are capable of. But going on the road and beating a team that's of the caliber of Texas A&M is a big deal too.
Yeah, I mean, Florida obviously is a better team than Texas A&M. how you beat them, beating them as shorthanded as you were, but you did it at home. And Tennessee has proven year in and year out that they're a different team at home. It's hard to beat Tennessee at home. A&M was in desperation mode. Like they needed the Tennessee game. They had just lost to Mississippi State on the road where they lost by 16 points. And so they were coming home to play a team that they have had some success against playing at home in the past. And it was probably must win for those guys, and Tennessee was able to go down there and win. So it's really hard to pick one over the other, but, I mean, the away win certainly is impressive when you look at how difficult it is to win on the road in the SEC.
Both wins have an argument because they had a prove something agenda. Okay, we don't have Zakai. We don't have Igor. Those are two offense initiating players. And Zakai's the leader of the team. He's your point guard. We don't have those guys. And Florida beat us by 30 a few weeks ago. We got to prove something here. And then obviously going on the road, that's their best road win. Edging out Illinois, getting the shot at the end to win it, that's a big deal. But the Texas A&M win's bigger.
Illinois, we might want to just forget we played those guys.
I know.
After what they did this past weekend.
I know. They could have shown up better. They're on a bit of
they're ruining
a downturn.
Our win against them. That's what they're doing.
Their last 3 games, they lost to Michigan State by 14, to Wisconsin by 19.
Hold on. You have to pause. Like, for the third one, there has to be a pause because the third one is nothing like the first two. Okay, now go.
Well, they were 10 3-point shots made away from cutting it to a 13-point deficit.
My goodness.
They lost by 43.
I turned on the score. I'm like, what are y'all doing out here?
110-67.
What are you doing?
Duke beating Illinois on Saturday.
Making Tennessee's win look terrible.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, Illinois, for nothing.
Yeah, it was somewhat lopsided.
Oh, my goodness.
The Duke win over Illinois.
How you lose that bad?
That's a tough showing. That was tough. So, yeah, I think it's between the Florida and Texas A&M games.
Yeah. Yeah. You can make points for either. Because, I mean, the Florida win, he's 7 scholarship players. That's and Florida's strength is their depth, and you were able to beat them by 20 points with 7 scholarship players. I mean, that's really impressive.
Yeah, 50-point swing from the previous game. So, yeah, I don't think there's a wrong choice. Chip says Texas A&M. I would lean Florida, but it's huge, especially late in the season. You have 5 games to go. You're trying to make a run at the number 1 seed. Go down to Texas A&M and win. I also think
I'll lean opposite Chip.
Yeah, whatever Chip says, I'm going opposite.
Josh and Swain with today's choice. Randy noting, I think fans love this. So Chaz Lanier hits 8 3-pointers. It's huge. He's one away from tying Chris Lofton in that game for the single-game record. 9 threes is the record in one game by a Tennessee player. But Randy notes the blow-by for the dunk, that highlight was a big deal for them, and I think for him too.
So,
Rick Barnes mentioned Chaz getting downhill. They like how he's done that more often with the basketball.
So when I met Chaz in there a couple weeks ago, I was like, hey, man, you trying to dunk on somebody, huh? You trying to body someone. He's like, hey, I'm going to get one. I'm going to get somebody. Because remember, all those times he either was fouled or got shot blocked, but he tried to dunk on people all year long. And he got somebody on Saturday with the left hand.
It's impressive.
You can't defend a shooter like Chaz in there and stop him from going to the rim. Like, you just can't. If the player uses the shot fake well and knows how to use angles to get to the rim, and Chaz certainly knows how to do that. You can't stop both.
Yeah, he's not going to wow you with his straight line speed trying to get by you that way, but his strength and his ability to use that in getting downhill, and then when he gets to the rim, he has enough leaping ability for sure to go make the play at the rim, and the strength is where that can come in handy if there's a big guy going up trying to keep him.
He's 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
People need to understand he's 6'5", and if you're 6'5" and you can jump a little bit, you should be able to dunk. Which is why I get so annoyed by anybody that has the ability to dunk and chooses not to dunk.
I personally am offended by it.
You should be.
It's one of those, do you appreciate what you have?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why when there's a Nerf goal around and a little Wardo might get in the way.
You better dunk on him. You better let him know, boy.
Yep, here I come.
Yell at him, too. Let him know, man.
Get out the way or not, your choice.
It feels like the conversations that parents have with kids and parents used to have with us when we were kids about wasting food.
Yeah, right.
Don't you know there's people that will love what you have right now?
Right.
People will love your chicken. But no, you want a steak. You better be grateful you got that chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You are 6'5". Why are you laying the ball up? You need to dunk. There's people that can't grow past 5'2" that want to dunk.
I think Jordan McRae, remember, he was throwing down some in-game highlight dunks. Yes. I think he made a comment while he was at Tennessee, like sometimes he gets kind of tired of being expected to throw these dunks down and just wants to do a basic. He's like, you selfish.
It's selfish, man. It's selfish. That's what it is.
We'll continue the conversation. We appreciate you being with us. 865-656-9900 is how you can join us. Rick Barnes on Zakai Ziegler. He does it again for Tennessee. You'll hear Tennessee's head coach on that. We invite you to be a part of the show. We'll open up the phone lines, keep the text box open as well when we come back. 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
CumulusDigital.com.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
University of Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders will not work out at the scouting combine in Indianapolis next week. Sanders is still expected to throw at Colorado's Pro Day next month, and he will meet with teams at Indianapolis during the combine. Sanders is widely expected to be one of the top 2 quarterbacks available in this year's draft class. The Lady Vols defeated Florida 86-78 yesterday for their 4th straight win. Talaysia Cooper led Tennessee with 18 points. The Lady Vols will next visit Kentucky on Thursday. Ranked men's teams in action tonight in college basketball. 8 o'clock, 12th-ranked Michigan visits Nebraska. Number 5 Houston visits number 9 Texas Tech at 9. Number 23 Kansas visits Colorado at 11. NBA tonight at 7, Pistons host the Clippers, Nuggets visit the Pacers, Bulls take on the Sixers, Wizards host the Nets. At 7:30, the Heat visit the Hawks, Thunder take on the Timberwolves at 8, Trailblazers visit the Jazz at 9, Kings get the Hornets at 10. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hiller offers true transparency pricing. What does that mean? That means that Hiller will line item what every part of the job is up front, so you, the homeowner, can easily understand what you are paying for and why. For example, itemizing parts and labor separately. There's no hidden fees, there's no added costs, no surprises when you get your bill. This is what you can expect from Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. They've been in business since 1990. They're family-owned and operated. 100% satisfaction of happy you'll be or the service is free. If a customer isn't pleased with the work performed, Hiller will make sure to make it right. They're professional, experienced. Their technicians are trustworthy. They come into your house and leave it cleaner and better than they found it. For more details, visit my friends online at happyhiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad Pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Paid for by Estella's Pharma.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
BeTheYoungerYouKnox.com. BeTheYoungerYouKnox.com. Look at the pictures of people who've lost the weight. Do you have the type 2 diabetes? Is it causing problems in your feet and your hands and you feel just sluggish? Diabetes does some horrible stuff to people. And the truth is, you can perhaps reverse it. 865-498-3000 is the telephone number to get started, to feel better, look younger, feel younger. BeTheYoungerYouKnox.com. 865-498-3000.
Results may vary.
Are you ready to transform your career? At Cook Financial Group, in partnership with Symmetry Financial, we're leading the charge in revolutionizing virtual insurance sales. We believe success is more than just a great income. It's about achieving a work-life balance that lets you truly enjoy life. Discover how you can build a business that offers real ownership, freedom, and a lasting financial legacy. Our turnkey system is driven by a proprietary automation platform, providing robust support and step-by-step mentorship. Whether you seek full-time or part-time opportunities, our proven system allows you to work from anywhere without the hassle of cold calling. Change your future with us today. To learn more or schedule an interview, visit ccookfinancial.com/recruiting, spelled with 2 C's. That's ccookfinancial.com/recruiting, or call 357-3245. Cook Financial Group, powered by Symmetry Financial Group, where your success story begins.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Plentiful blue skies and not a raindrop to be found. That's actually okay, since we have had big improvements in the drought. 58 with a northwest wind the rest of the way on your Monday. Down to 35. Not as cold, not as many potholes forming new this week. 66, then 68 heading into Wednesday with rain later. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
All facts, no fluff. Honest, credible sports information from 2 guys that know the facts. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. VFL and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward, 865-656-9900 to join us. Tennessee coming off a big road win at Texas A&M on Saturday afternoon. We'll get poll updates here in about 30 minutes. We'll update you on where Tennessee stands and where the teams are in front of Tennessee with the number 1 seed on the line here in the next 2 to 3 weeks of the regular season and the SEC tournament. Again, if you'd like to join us, call or text at 865-656-9900. We say hello to Steve. Steve, thanks for hanging on with us. Good afternoon. What's on your mind today?
Hey, guys. I'm an Oak Ridger. Me and my buddies, we've followed Matt McMahon from Appy State, Murray State, and Louisiana State. He's a good coach. He just needs players. But I want a 20-point win, and I want to be up 20 in the first half so we can cruise and rest some guys for Saturday. So having said that, sorry to Matt and his dad. But in any case, I'm a retiree. I got time on my hands, multitasking, listening to you guys. I recommend going to SEC website, downloading the standings, downloading the next 4 games for each of the top 8 teams, copying the tiebreakers, and then just anticipation about what's going to happen. We got to have Missouri lose at least one to be able to get that bye. And we got to win out, or they got to lose 2. Of course, we beat them heads up, so if it's tied, we take the tiebreaker. I look forward to listening to the rest of the show. You guys have a great day.
Steve, appreciate it. LSU with the news reporting over the last couple weeks on their backing of McMahon and more NIL support coming, because we talked about it last week or the week before with Ron Slay. It just hasn't been there enough with LSU basketball, and they've had an awkward several years there with the end of the Will Wade era, Matt taking over. He did a terrific job at Murray State. You can win at LSU. There's no doubt about that. You have to have the resources considering where the competition is now in the SEC. Tennessee got help against Missouri in the SEC standings this past weekend with Arkansas winning. Missouri will play South Carolina at home tomorrow. Should be an easy win. But then after that, they go to Vandy. Will not be easy. They go to Oklahoma. We'll see. And then they host Kentucky in the final game. That is the Final Four for Mizzou. So home for South Carolina, at Vandy, at Oklahoma, home for Kentucky in the Final Four.
So we'll be rooting for Vanderbilt?
Yeah.
In Kentucky?
Mm-hmm. And Oklahoma. That's an easy one to root for. We'll see there.
I'm not going to waste my energy doing that, Josh.
Well, probably not. They beat Mississippi State, though, so they haven't totally given up.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're going to do it again anytime soon. That's probably their last big-time win.
Yeah, they have Kentucky Wednesday. Then Oklahoma plays at Ole Miss. Probably not winning either of those games. I say probably, though. Nothing's guaranteed in sports.
Yeah, you never know. But
by Wednesday, March 5th, could Oklahoma be in checkout mode? Very possible. Very possible.
Yeah, I just want to save my energy. That's all.
Okay.
So I'll be not that it's going to matter, but I'll be rooting for Vanderbilt and Kentucky over Missouri because I want our guys to have that first round bye.
Tennessee's home game against Bama is going to be big on Saturday. Agree with that?
That's what they say. That's what they say. I mean, Mark Sears, last 2 games, he's going for over 30 points. Once in a loss to Missouri on the road, and then they won at home versus Kentucky, beat Kentucky twice. So Mark Sears scoring the basketball. But Mark Sears, last time he's played Tennessee, the last couple times, he ain't been scoring like that.
They will host Mississippi State tomorrow before coming to Knoxville on Saturday. Bama at home tomorrow against Mississippi State, coming off a nice win. They almost hit 100 again against Kentucky. And then Mississippi State tomorrow, Saturday in Knoxville. The final 3 for Alabama. Trip to Knoxville on Saturday, home for Florida next Wednesday, at Auburn on Saturday, March 8th.
I mean, we almost hit 100. It's like 23 points away. But
you said we, so we're talking Tennessee here, or did you add to your allegiances?
Oh,
Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, 77 is.
Almost.
That's more than 3/4 of the way to 100.
Yeah, we almost did.
If you're looking at your gas tank, and you're more than 3/4 full, you're like, hey, look at us.
Cruising, baby. That's right. That is right. Yeah, but Mississippi State, that's going to be a tough challenge for Alabama because Mississippi State is physical, and Nate Oates has gotten on his team sometimes about just playing defense, rebounding, physicality that comes with the games. Mississippi State, we understand their mentality. That's something that's kind of put into their DNA inside that program. Man, they're going to be a tough out for Alabama. Then they have to play another tough physical team in Tennessee on the road. So, Tennessee has performed well versus Alabama at home in recent years.
And Mark Sears going to have to deal with Zakai Ziegler. He is tough, and he's continued to show up and make big plays, clutch plays for Tennessee. He did it again on Saturday. And I think at this point, Rick Barnes could probably just say he should take a tape recorder and just hit play on everything that he's been saying about Zakai Ziegler. But he talked about him again Saturday after the win, what Zakai did, in this case hitting a big 3 late and had a big scoring run in that final 10, 12 minutes of the game.
Well, again, we've seen him do it. It seems like the bigger the moment, he thrives on that. But he's such a special player. He is the things that he does for his teammates. And Chaz would tell you probably the biggest thing he's learned is how he does it every day in practice. I mean, what you see, the way you see him play, and it's hard to get guys to do that, but it's just in his DNA. But he's never going to quit. And at the end, we really wanted to start driving really, really hard. We wanted to do that. Try to play behind because they do an incredible job of collapsing, going after the ball, breaking it loose, and I thought those drives were really key for him.
Rick Barnes talking about Zakai Ziegler, once again talking about his DNA. That is to go all out, and he leads Tennessee in the process. So big game, big performance, important plays, big shots from Zakai Ziegler. He keeps doing it all. We talked about earlier in the hour. EvanMaya.com. You can see all these different rankings he has, including on individual players. And he shared on social media only 2 players in front of Zakai Ziegler for most valuable in the country: Janai Broome at Auburn, Cooper Flagg at Duke. Cooper Flagg is the projected number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And then you have Zakai Ziegler, Tennessee's point guard.
Oh, man. Saturday's going to be fun. That matchup between him and Mark Sears is going to be a thing to watch. And Zakai has gotten the better of him the last couple of games, too. So
Tennessee has won 3 straight against Bama in basketball.
Yeah. So I wouldn't recommend smoking cigars indoors, but the moment you step outside the arena, if you got them, light them.
This is a cigar game?
It's Alabama. Why not?
It is Alabama.
Yeah, why not? I heard Brian Rice was puffing on his earlier in the week.
After Lady Vols victory? Is that right?
That's what sources told me. The moment he stepped outside the arena, lighten them up. Do the same thing Saturday.
So you got to take care of business first tomorrow night. 9 o'clock tip.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Swain, be careful there.
Be careful what? I'm sitting down. I ain't going to trip sitting down.
That's when you have to be most careful. Stay on your feet. When you sit down, that's when you're vulnerable. At LSU tomorrow night for Tennessee, I'm sure Rick Barnes has reminded his team. Steve's point is a good idea. Get up big early. Don't mess around.
Don't mess
around.
Yeah, don't mess around. And Steve's right. McMahon is a really good coach, man. They pouring so much money into their women's team and the football team. No money for the LSU basketball program, which is why he struggled. He's a good coach.
Yeah, he is a good coach. I think Steve followed up as well. They need to upgrade the facilities. So I'm sure the priority will be upgrading the players.
Players always first. Facilities always second.
That's part of it too.
If you're serious about winning.
865-656-9900 is how you can join us. We continue to react to the weekend. We'll have poll updates for you this afternoon. Big Monday, big week coming up. We are just a few days away from March, and then it's on in basketball and closer to SEC baseball season once you get to March. So far, so good for Tony Vitello's squad. We'll continue the conversation right here on Josh and Swain.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1, the sports animal proves it.
Fellas, if you're often feeling tired, lacking motivation and drive, you've noticed weight gain or loss of muscle mass, these are signs of low testosterone. And the next step is to get your levels checked. You can do that at Low T Center. It's just a simple test. And with their on-site lab, you'll get your results back right there. Their physicians specialize in treating low T with testosterone replacement or therapy, or TRT. The experts there have over a decade of experience helping patients. And super important, their personal treatment plans are customized and optimized for each patient. They're not standard basic treatments. Also, you can get your health evaluated for treatment with prescription GLP-1 weight loss medications. And for current patients, Low T Center is offering you a $150 referral credit for each new patient that you refer. So, fellas, let's get you back to your best. Feel like you again. Go to the website. That's lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online today. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This has been a paid announcement.
These days, it feels like everyone is talking about how the American dream of homeownership has become out of reach for so many of us. Well, Rocket is trying to give us more of a chance to own our homes. They're making homeownership simpler and more accessible to more people, turning renters into owners. Rocket believes that every one of us deserves a shot at the American dream. So, are you ready? Own the dream. Visit rocket.com or call 800-4ROCKET.
Welcome, John, our new admin lead.
Thanks.
You've got your laptop, all your admin apps. Oh, and you'll be in charge of ordering food for the team. So here's your drawer full of menus.
Whoa.
You'll keep your receipts in this file folder. Whoops! Receipt confetti.
Oh, dear.
Oh, and all these sticky notes have everyone's dietary preferences.
Have you tried Easy Cater? Online ordering from great restaurants, tools to save time and stay on budget, digital receipts in one place.
We're gonna need a bigger recycling bin.
EasyCater, the smarter, simpler way to order food for your workplace. Order now at easycater.com.
During basketball and all seasons, choose Coors Light, the official beer of chill, inside Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. When things heat up on the hardwood, reach for the beer that's made to chill. You'll know your Coors Light's perfectly chilled because when the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Tennessee Athletics. Always cheer loudly and please celebrate responsibly.
Let's get started. Let's get you that dream kitchen that you are going to love to entertain in, cook in, and just exist in. Hey, it's Heather Harrington. The company to trust in 2025 to help you get there is Kitchen Sales. Trust me, a full-on kitchen renovation, it's an intense process, and that's why trust is so important. You're going to be spending your hard-earned money, and if you're like me, you don't know exactly what you want. Yeah, you've got ideas, but you don't know how to make them happen. The team at Kitchen Sales, that's where they come in. They have a design team that will work with your real budget. They can beat salvage store pricing, or you can go up to the fully custom kitchen of your dreams, and it's all one-stop shopping. You can get every detail of your new kitchen ironed out at one of their 2 great locations. Hoyt Avenue near downtown, or out west near Best Buy in the Town and Country Circle Shopping Center. If your kitchen needs help, you need Kitchen Sales. Get more info online at kitchensales.net.
This has been a paid announcement.
Bull riding, the perfect fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower. Professional bull riders aren't just athletes. They're daredevils with cowboy souls. Come experience the true modern West, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. It's the PBR Knoxville at Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center, March 15th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com and PBR.com. Hold on tight. The ride of your life is about to begin.
I'm Michael Jenkins here to help you beat the books with the BetMGM Network. Dead Texas is betting the over on Trae Young's assists on the second night of a back-to-back. Trae Young has dished out 14, 13, and 14 dimes in his last 3 games, and the Heat allow the 5th most assists per game to point guards, while Young leads the NBA with 11.4 assists per game. We expect him to drop some dimes tonight. I'm Michael Jenkins from the BetMGM Network. Bet smarter and beat the books, and download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Thank you for being with us on Josh and Swain. Final segment of hour number 1. We'll be here until 3 o'clock. Mentioned as a winning weekend for Tennessee. That is not restricted to basketball. The top 10, top 5 Tennessee basketball team winning at Texas A&M is huge. We'll talk more about that. Tennessee's baseball team is a top 5 team and inching closer to number 1, Swain, after taking care of Samford this past weekend. The 7-0 Tennessee Volunteers are ranked number 2 by Baseball America, behind Texas A&M, and number 3 in the country by D1 Baseball, behind A&M and LSU. I thought there was a shot that Tennessee could move up to number 1 with A&M dropping a game to Cal Poly, but Tennessee moves up, halting at number 2 and number 3, according to Baseball America and D1 Baseball, respectively.
Yeah, they can have the top couple spots. I like sitting where we are right now. Look at A&M's talent and experience. Hey, keep them at number 1, but understand seeing teams in front of us drop a game and Tennessee still is undefeated,
Mm-hmm.
it's fair to expect Tennessee to move up all the way up to the top spot. But I'm okay with being where we are. It's like this last year.
It was tighter this weekend in a couple of games, but hammering teams.
Josh, last weekend we scored 29 points.
29-4, the win against UNC Asheville.
29 runs, man. It was so. Of course, it wasn't as bad as it was, 2 weekends ago. Excuse me. So, I mean, you still had a dominating series win.
The Volunteers will take on North Alabama tomorrow before competition gets a little tougher. I mean, not a little. I'd say realistically just tougher. Against Oklahoma State on Friday. They'll see Rice. They'll see Arizona in the Astros Foundation College Classic down in Houston. So that's the weekend coming up for Tennessee, which there are a bunch of polls out there paying attention to D1 Baseball and Baseball America. Number 2, according to Baseball America, number 3 by D1 Baseball with the updated polls today. Basketball polls will update in about 10 minutes, but that's where Tony Vitello's team is, 7-0 with a ton of talent. I'm also seeing folks who cover college baseball say, man, this team, it's early, but that lineup, the depth of talent Tony Vitello has put together, it could rival what we've seen here the last few years. Last year winning the national championship, 2022, having a team that one of the best regular season teams we've seen. No, they didn't get to Omaha, but one of the great teams we've seen in terms of talent, depth, all that.
Man, this is not rocket science. Doesn't matter what sport it's in. The team that recruits the best, evaluates the best, develops the best, have players go professional, they're going to win. I mean, it's that simple. And Tony Vitello is following that to a T. Players want to come to Tennessee because they want to be developed. They want to play at the next level. They want to be pushed. They want to win, and that's what's happening right now in Tennessee, man. I mean, this thing is not about to slow down anytime soon. And I'm here for it.
Said it over and over again, but I can't imagine Tennessee fans get tired of hearing it.
No.
Look around. Look at all the different sports. You've got the kind of big 5 that get the most media coverage. Keep going deeper because a bunch of sports are having success. Our Attaboys and Attagirls on Thursday's show went to swimming and diving for the success that they had last week. So a lot of sports are succeeding, but Tennessee football finished the season top 10. Tennessee basketball is the number 5 team overall in the NCAA tournament projection right now. Tennessee baseball, number 2 and number 3 in the polls. Lady Vols basketball, top 15 team in the country, and a program that appears to be ascending in the early stage with Kim Caldwell as the head coach. And you know what Tennessee softball is. It's an incredible time.
We won't get used to it. We won't be like some of the other programs around the country where their fans, just become spoiled. Now, are there fans here and there that make comments and they are spoiled? Yeah, but like as a fan base, like we're still going to show up. The attendance records will still be high, and we're going to appreciate where we are, knowing that the ultimate goal is to win championship football. Like that's what we want to do.
Yeah, I don't mean to imply that all sports carry the same weight in terms of fan interest or mood setting. But Tennessee football in a good position as well, playing its role, having gone to the playoff and finishing top 10.
Yeah, and listen, everyone understands that. The coaches on campus understand that. I mean, it is what it is. But the support that each program is getting, it's been great. The winning that each program is experiencing has been super fun to watch and cover and talk about. But it ain't nothing like, man, winning that championship in football or winning a big game in football. But we'll never get used to winning here at Tennessee. So softball been doing it, baseball, they won championship, basketball team doing their thing. The Lady Vols just jumped to the 11th spot in the AP poll, so they're getting better at the right time. And so, hey, man, I love it. I love it. I mean, Tennessee athletics really influences my mood way more than it should. They really do.
I've seen that be the case.
You saw it last year, SEC tournament.
Mm-hmm.
First round against Mississippi State. You saw it up close and personal. disgusting.
It's a good thing you weren't in the same room as the players. Like, if you walked in the locker room at halftime, Rick Barnes would have gotten out of the way. Said, Swain, floor's yours here.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, one other thing, though. Can we get the baseball players some better weather? Softball, too. They were out in California.
get it.
Baseball's going to Houston. But, yeah, weather's about to improve.
Weather was good yesterday.
Are we going to turn an official corner here? I don't want to jinx anything. We can get one more tease, and then mid-March, all of a sudden, it's 42 degrees.
Oh,
get these guys some better weather.
It'll be another switcheroo. It'll be another switcheroo here soon. But, like, yesterday wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yesterday was not bad at all, man. I was out washing the car yesterday.
I don't want to settle, though, for not bad. I want good.
It's February, Josh.
For 5 more days.
That's right.
Mother Nature, you have 5 more days to give us the punishment, and then we're on to March.
I'm ready for it.
All right, we are on to hour number 2, 865-656-9900 to join us on Josh and Swain.
When it comes to weight loss, one size does not fit all. At Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness, powered by Nutrimost, Dr. Terry Bragg provides the educational tools you need to manage your weight. No prepackaged foods and no counting points. Dr. Bragg uses a team approach, creating a personalized roadmap to a healthy lifestyle, including food plan, supplements, and support. Most participants lose 20 pounds in 40 days. For more information, go to BraggWeightLossAndWellness.com and start living your most healthy life.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hey, this is Heather Harrington for my favorite jewelry store, TK Wheeler Jewelers, located on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge, right there next to the Outback Steakhouse. My man TK has been in business for decades, and he knows what jewelry is going to stand the test of time. He doesn't get caught up in all the trends. He knows that gold and diamonds, they just can't be beat. And he's got a huge selection of bridal and non-bridal diamond jewelry, because why do you have to wait till you're married to wear diamonds? You don't at TK Wheeler Jewelers. Everything from diamond pendant necklaces where the diamond's just floating around and sparkling in the center of your chest, or a beautiful diamond tennis bracelet that catches the sun every time you move your arm, or one of my dream pieces at TK Wheeler Jewelers, the inside-outside diamond hoop earrings where, you guessed it, the diamonds are inside and out. Oh, they are just stunning. Celebrate life's biggest moments with a beautiful piece of jewelry from the one and only TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid announcement.
Tennessee fans, SEC action is underway at the Food City Center for Vol Hoops.
Fires a 3 over the top and hits from the left wing.
Multiple games are already sold out. Don't wait to get your tickets to catch the Vols in action with exciting SEC matchups in the Food City Center this season.
Gets the outlet pass and slams at the other end. Relentless pursuit of the basketball by Tennessee.
Don't wait. Tickets are going fast, so buy them today and join the fun. Visit allvols.com.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVY.com.
Paid for by Estella's Pharma.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way.
Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan, and you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice, your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Touchdown. Streaming worldwide at 991thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. Yes! We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with a Sports Minute. The LA Rams have reportedly given Matthew Stafford and his agent permission to test the market to see what type of contract he could get if he was a free agent. We all know the NFL is a business, but I'm not really sure why the Rams are playing hardball with Stafford. Clearly, he can still play at a high level, and he gives them the best shot at another Super Bowl. I'm Maggie Gray.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Hour number 2 of Josh and Swain is here. Thank you for being with us. 1 hour down, 2 to go. Swain, what are you paying attention to the most at this point? Or are you kind of checking out on rankings or bracketology projections? We have 2 weeks to go. We'll get a poll update in probably before the segment ends from the Associated Press. I don't think it's been released yet. Talking about the men's side, you have the NCAA net ranking. Tennessee is number 5 there. Auburn, Duke, Houston, Florida, Tennessee, 1 spot ahead of Alabama. You have Ken Palm rankings. I'm a bit of a Ken Palmer from time to time. Tennessee is number 5 there. Duke, Auburn, Houston, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama. Again, the polls will come out, so we'll update you there. That's the number you see on the ticker of where your team is. You can also go with bracketology and tournament projections, and it is just that. It's a projection, but it shows you something. Tennessee's number 5 there, so the top number 2 seed. And that position was strengthened winning at Texas A&M. We'll see how much higher Tennessee can climb. Tennessee has some games to win, may need help. If Tennessee wins out, it's hard to believe Tennessee would be left off the 1 seed line. But what if they beat Bama, lose at Ole Miss? Where does that leave Tennessee? I don't know. So we have a lot of things that we can look at to keep us occupied in between the games here.
Josh, I'll be honest with you, man.
Honesty is the best policy.
This year is different than maybe other years. This year I haven't paid much attention to any of that. My attention has gone to the games and how we play. Like, I've watched the Texas A&M game 3 times. Like, that's kind of the indicator for me that matters, how we play, because if you're playing the right way, the right time, then you can find me with my hopes up about the run that Tennessee could make. And so, Conzo Martin's year, like, it was a tough year to watch us play down, it seems, competition. But when we start playing right the right way, the right time, hey, man, like, we were locked in. It was a fun ride. A couple of years ago, we did the same thing. So that's more of where my attention is and the energy is going to. Josh is just watching us play, and I'll watch the game again. 2 or 3 times we play against Texas A&M. I do see it. I don't ignore it, but I'm not searching for all like the projections because it's just projections. I mean, what a couple weeks ago when Joe Lunardi had Tennessee as a 1 seed, and now we're not. It changes. It changes sometimes every other day, just depending on who wins around you and what you do. So my focus is just how we play.
Jay with a good point, which can bring up another conversation that is happening once again this season. Jay in the text box says a top 2 seed wasn't such a friendly draw last year. That's true in the Elite 8 round. Now, Tennessee was able to get to the Elite 8. When you get to that round, you have to expect you're going to play a really good team. That team had Zach Edey, which was more problematic than other individual players were last year.
Like if you were on the other side of the bracket, you would have lost to UConn.
Yeah, UConn wouldn't have been a good draw either.
Yeah,
so,
like we would have lost by more to UConn than Purdue.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, UConn has won back-to-back national titles. They're not going to win it this year.
No.
In the previous 2 years, they went 12-0, obviously, to win the 2 titles. They went 12-0 against the spread. They went out and just whooped everybody. So that's true, too. But the conversation has once again come up. Do you want to be the top 2 seed, maybe in a better position regionally, or do you want that 4th number 1 seed? And my answer would be the 4th number 1 seed. If you have to go out west, you go out west, but I would rather be I'd rather be a number 1 seed. That is where I land without knowing who all is in which bracket. At some point, you're going to have to play good teams. You don't just get a 1 seed doesn't give you a bye to the Final Four. You have to win games to get there.
There's one team that obviously Tennessee has not played that I don't know if it would be a great matchup, but that would be Duke. That would be Duke. That would be a not great matchup for Tennessee. But you've already played Auburn, you played Florida twice. I mean, those are the top 3 teams in the country right now. I mean, I don't really care where we are as a top 2 seed or a 4th number 1 seed because we're right there in the mix. Where last year, I feel like there was a significant drop off from UConn, Purdue, and everyone else. And I feel like there's a drop off this year, but we played Auburn. Like we were right there at their place. We've played Florida. We beat them by 20. They beat us by 30. The only team that we haven't played yet is Duke. So I feel a little bit better about the seeding position this year versus other years, especially last year.
The current projection from Joe Lunardi has Tennessee as the number 2 seed in the East. The regional final would be in Newark.
Well, that sounds like Duke would be there too, right?
Duke would be there.
Yeah.
The 3 seed in that region in this projection would be Texas Tech. The 6 seed is UCLA, and if UCLA were to pull off the upset there.
Yeah, Tyrese Proctor. He remembers that game against Tennessee when he was a freshman. Still washing off that mud. Tennessee took Duke to the mud that day.
They did. So would you rather have that or Florida's spot as the 1 seed in the West, which would be out in San Francisco? The 2 seed is Iowa State. The 3 seed, Texas A&M. Tennessee could beat them. And then the 4 seed, Michigan. A little payback for Dusty May.
Man, Michigan.
But that is, again, the projection right now for the West with Florida as the 1 seed. The 1 seeds right now, Alabama in the Midwest, Auburn in the South as the number 1 overall. Duke would be in the East in Newark.
Michigan got Golden. Oh, boy, that was flopping against Uros at FAU. After Uros got away with all the physical play against Duke, and they were talking about it and looking for it, he decided to keep it real and do it again against FAU and got called for all of them that time. But, yeah, Golden is at Michigan, and they got a 7-foot Mr. Do-It-All guard, Wolf, who got handles and the passing ability and vision like Zakai Ziegler. He's 7 foot tall. So, yeah, Michigan presents some problems for sure.
It was Michigan that knocked Tennessee out in 22 after winning the SEC tournament.
Yeah, Michigan knocked us out.
And then you have the Dusty May connection. So,
but Michigan knocked us out with Darnell Stokes, too.
That's right.
Yeah. That team.
That's a sneaky play that still a lot of Tennessee fans have not gotten over.
Yeah, that and the 3-point foul on Carson Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's been some tough calls in the tournament.
There have
against
been.
Tennessee.
There have been a few.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Jay, though, in a follow-up said, "Give me San Francisco. Give me the 1 seed in the West." So I would say, yeah, that's what you're going after. That again is a conversation without knowing who would be in which region. But in this case, I think we have a pretty good idea. It's about 1 seed in the West versus being a 2 seed with Duke in the East, and I would not want that if I'm Tennessee.
Tennessee should have the second best path to the Final Four. Not because they're rated higher than Duke, just because you look at the quad 1 wins, Auburn has the most. Tennessee has the second most. Your wins are better than everyone else's wins, so you should be rewarded with that.
Yeah, Tennessee has 9 quad 1 wins. Tennessee is 9-5. So is Alabama. So they're both 9-5 in quad 1 games.
Oh, they'll cancel each other out real soon.
Yeah, they play head-to-head in Knoxville on Saturday. That helps.
Yep.
Quad 1 results, Alabama's well ahead of everybody. 14-2.
That's pretty good.
That's better than average. Duke is 6-3. Houston 7-4. Florida 5-3. Tennessee and Alabama 9-5. Arizona 8-7. They've played a bunch of quad 1 games. They have 8 wins. Kentucky 8-8. It's impressive. Michigan State 8-4.
Yeah, for me, it's about the draw. It's about the draw over the seeding. So if you have a favorable draw as the number 2 seed, sign me up.
We'll continue the conversation, Swain. We have an Associated Press poll update, so we'll update you on where Tennessee's basketball team is, whether the AP poll matters that much or not, with 2 weeks to go in the regular season in what is a tournament sport. But we'll tell you where Tennessee is heading into this final 2-week stretch of the regular season. We will invite you to be a part of the show. 1 seed in the East, do you say bring on Duke? We'll be the tougher team, or do you say, 2 seed in the East, or would you rather go out West, be the 1 seed in San Francisco? 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us right here on Josh and Swain.
Always on, always free. Stream us free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
What if your limited inventory had unlimited potential? What if your biggest risk was not taking one? What if you could make every move matter? Bank of America's business solutions can help bring your biggest what-ifs within reach. Find out how our digital tools, cutting-edge insights, and trusted expertise can work for your business. What would you like the power to do? Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
The Downtown Knoxville Boat Show, brought to you by the East Tennessee Ford dealers, returns to the Convention Center February 27th through March 2nd. Boating is the perfect way to spend more time with your family. Shop, compare, and find your family's dream boat. Tri-Tunes, wake surf boats, over 50 boating vendors. And don't miss the world-famous Twiggy, the water skiing squirrel. This year, the show is twice as big with more dealers and more boats to explore. Plus financing available on-site from ORNL Federal Credit Union. Get your tickets now at KnoxvilleBoatShow.com.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate, a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Are you tired of struggling with your gate every time you come home? Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience with Stanley Fencing, your East Tennessee experts and automatic gate operators. From big fencing jobs to cozy backyard setups, they've got you covered. At Stanley Fencing, they take pride in not just building fences, but building lasting relationships with their customers. Because when you choose them, you're not just getting a fence, you're getting a partner for life. Stanley Fencing, where quality and care come together.
Mahogany's at the Crown Plaza in downtown Knoxville is your quick, convenient, and quality weekday lunch option, featuring a 40-item soup and salad bar to an extensive hot bar with everything you could ask for. Choose from a wide range of a la carte menu items, from soups, salads, sandwiches, wings, quesadillas, burgers, pizzas, and so much more. Mahogany's has options for appetites big and small. If you're tired of the same old lunch, get to Mahogany's at the Crown Plaza in downtown Knoxville, and your afternoons will thank you.
My fellow Americans, we have big news at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway. Our President's Day sales event is going on every day from now until the end of the month. Get $4,000 off a brand new Kia Sportage with over 40 to choose from. Save $5,000 on a brand new Kia Sorento. Or come to Alcoa Highway today and save thousands on a new Telluride with over 50 to choose from. As always, every new Kia comes with Rusty's no-charge 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss the huge President's Day sales event only at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway.
See dealer for details.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Swain, we have multiple poll updates.
Bring it on.
Tennessee is number 5 in the Associated Press poll. This is men's basketball. We're going to hit multiple sports here because we're going to back it up to baseball. There's another update that will interest fans. In basketball, Tennessee is number 5 in the country. That puts Tennessee number 5 in the AP poll, the coaches poll, the net ranking, KenPom, and NCAA tournament projections. Number 5 overall.
A lot of winning going on, man.
Grant Ramey sharing the I got 5 on it artwork as well. Appropriate place. So
Tennessee basketball, man, just consistently finding themselves ranked, consistently finding themselves in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun.
Yeah, this should not be overlooked as well. This would be part of the zoom out to what's going on with Tennessee basketball. And you could say Tennessee sports, but in this case, just more basketball. Tennessee is now at 76 straight weeks of being ranked in the top 25. That is the second longest streak in college basketball, as Kansas fell out for the first time since February 2021. Houston has the longest active streak. Kelvin Sampson's done an incredible job there, too, one of the great all-time coaches. Houston has been ranked for 102 straight weeks. Kansas had been ranked for 80 straight weeks, but they have fallen out. So Tennessee is at 76 straight weeks of being ranked. That number is going to continue, by the way. So 76 straight weeks being ranked in the top 25, and they've spent a lot of that time in the top 5 and the top 10 of the polls. Tennessee back to number 5 in the updated AP and coaches polls.
Imagine what the basketball people in Kansas are saying right now. about the state of the team, the program, and the media. I saw an article where they were talking about when Bill Self was talking to Oklahoma State about their job. Like, it's just a hot mess right now in Lawrence. A lot of distractions going on with Kansas.
Yep, big time. So, Tennessee number 5 in the updated college basketball polls, and we discussed last hour with college baseball. Baseball America ranks Tennessee number 2. D1 Baseball ranks Tennessee number 3. The coaches poll is out. Tennessee's number 1. So, Tony Vitello's team in the coaches poll ranked number 1 in the country. The reigning national champs.
So, it means more that SIDs think they were number 1?
No, Swain, it's the coaches poll.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Yep.
The coaches
yep.
think Tennessee's number 1.
That is definitely who filled out all of the polls.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All of their ballots.
I mean, I'll take the coaches poll over any other poll. As long as Tennessee's number 1, they've always been my favorite poll.
Mm-hmm.
The coaches poll is the best.
So baseball has several rankings, but the coaches poll has Tennessee number 1 in the country.
How about we do a poll ranking the baseball polls?
We could do a power poll. Might need to get a little help. We could call John Wilkerson in, call up Ben McKesey if he wants to weigh in, because their votes would count more than mine. I'm confident in that. But, yeah, top 5 or 6, because you can keep going, I think, college baseball polls. But one of them, and I know which one the fans would vote number 1 right now.
Coaches poll, number 1,
Coaches poll has Tennessee as the number 1 team in the country in college baseball. How about that?
We're comfortable in this spot. We're comfortable. I like being number 1 at the end, though, but I don't mind being number 1 right now. I don't mind a 2022 season where you just dominated all season long and was number 1, and then go out and win the championship. But, I mean, hey, let's wait a little bit. Good test is coming up here soon for Tennessee baseball. Competition gets a little bit tougher.
So an update on where things stand. Tennessee men's basketball number 5 in the country. Lady Vols basketball number 11 in the country. Tennessee baseball 1, 2, or 3 in the country. And Tennessee football just finished the season ranked number 9 in the country. Pretty good spot.
Hard to complain about that. Hard to complain. Women's basketball, whew, they are coming. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
With bracket projections and talk of, okay, do you want to be the 2 seed staying east? You want to be the 1 seed, but you have to go out west? Chris said just no Kentucky. Wants to avoid a bracket that would include Kentucky.
Yeah, I wonder why he would feel that way.
Well, if you watch the games this season, I wouldn't say it went Tennessee's way.
Just a bad matchup.
12 of 24 from 3 in both games, Kentucky.
Oh, surely they won't shoot like that in the tournament, you know.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Tournament,
but
well, I mean,
never know how Tennessee's going to shoot.
You're probably going to play an SEC team at some point in the tournament. I'm willing to bet that we're going to. Just make sure you're ready when you play that team. I can't let the words come out of my mouth that I don't want to play Kentucky in the tournament. But I understand why someone would say that.
The current projection from Joe Lunardi has Missouri and Texas in the East region where Tennessee would be, but Tennessee wouldn't play either of them unless one of them knocked off Duke to get to the Elite Eight, which could happen, but I wouldn't.
Missouri.
Yeah, not Texas, but
Texas
but Missouri.
In the tournament?
Huh?
He got Texas in the tournament?
As a 9. Kentucky win's got to hold up from last week because this past weekend didn't go great. But, yeah, so Missouri would be a 5 seed. So if it were to advance, would take on Duke in the Sweet 16.
Missouri's a 5.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. But, yeah, we'll see some SEC matchups in the tournament. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
cancel each other
I
out.
want to play Mizzou in the postseason.
I'm telling you, man, Mizzou got all the ingredients. They got post play. They got leadership, experience. They can shoot the basketball defensively. They can defend. They create turnovers, fast break points. I mean, they got it all. They really do. And they're fun to watch, too. I enjoy watching Missouri play.
Yeah, hey, they took it to Tennessee the best they could. Tennessee was the better team. Tennessee won the game. It was at home. That helped. But 85-81, they kept firing away until the very end of that game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I like this message. Kentucky's due a whooping. Bring them on.
They've been getting whoopings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been getting plenty of whoopings. I mean, which is why their record is not all that great. I mean, they've gotten 9 whoopings. We just haven't been able to give them one.
They've played a ton of big-time competition, a ton of big-time teams.
Okay.
Really good competition.
Everybody in the SEC has done that. I mean, if you want to talk about, like, their
yeah, but they have 16 quad one games. They beat Duke.
Yeah, they did. They did early in the season.
They beat Duke. They beat Florida. They have 2 wins against projected number 1 seeds.
They beat Duke third game of the season. You give them credit for that. But
they beat Tennessee twice. Their wins are pretty good.
I mean, I would say they got the best wins of any team in the SEC.
There you go. See, now we're starting to put the resume together.
Oh, man, I can't stand it. We lost those guys twice.
0-2.
You know, the Chris Lofton documentary is coming out here in a couple days in March.
I just saw the trailer they released for that today.
They need to add something at the end if Tennessee's able to beat Kentucky, maybe in a tournament or something. I don't know.
2 weeks from tonight, the Chris Lofton documentary will air, March 10th.
Appointment television. Been waiting on this for a while. Glad that they're going to play it for the world to see. It's going to be good. His story is one of the best stories in SEC, history. And people see how humble he is, how determined he was as a player, and it's going to again just look good for Tennessee basketball, just Tennessee athletics in general, and I'm happy for him.
Yep, no one deserves the coverage and the applause more than Chris.
For sure.
An incredible combination of humility and confidence. Don't mistake how humble he is for the confidence he had, and he gets the ball in his hand, taking that shot.
I mean, I love anytime an athlete is told they're not good enough to do something, and they go and prove that they are, and that's what happened when he was being recruited. There's a lot of people that told me he wasn't good enough. They wasn't tall enough, and all he did was become the best shooter in college basketball. It was between him and J.J. Redick. And the reason why J.J. Redick had a pro career in the NBA and Chris Lofton had to play overseas is strictly something that he couldn't control, and that's height.
Mm-hmm.
J.J. Redick was 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", and Chris Lofton wasn't. That was the only reason. But those two guys had the best shot-making ability in the college basketball when they played during that time.
Jeff in the text box says Tennessee will not face Kentucky in the first 2 rounds. They'll get bounced by Wright State, St. Peter's, or Northern Kentucky.
I'll be here for it. I'll be here for it, man. I enjoyed doing my peacock dance from Fresh Prince a couple of years ago, and then singing my peacock song. That was good times, man. Boy, that was a good song. That was good times. We had a good time, boy. That was awesome. Kentucky fans was crushed. Ooh, they was crushed.
It was Oakland last year. Got him. Michael says, give me Kentucky. This would be in the SEC tournament. If we beat them, great. We finally beat our rival this year. If we lose, we can rest for the big dance. But it would stink to lose to them 3 times.
Oh, boy, it'd be terrible. Yeah, it would be terrible. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the SEC tournament. I mean, of course, every time Tennessee plays, you want them to win. It's kind of like Tennessee baseball last year. In the SEC tournament, we got this feeling that Tennessee probably wasn't going to try to go win that deal. And so that's what I was kind of expecting. But then they just went and won it.
Right.
And so baseball is different than basketball. Like, no one was in danger of not having their legs in baseball because a lot of times, those guys are chilling and sitting anyways. But, like, basketball is different. And, we've seen how playing back-to-back-to-back can really affect a team. So I do want to win every game. We've won the tournament in the SEC already. We've won the regular season. For me, it's about just getting as far as possible. Can you do both? If we can do both, cool. I'm all for it. Let's go win the tournament. But I'm not going to freak out and be all upset if Tennessee loses in the SEC tournament, as long as you don't perform like you did against Mississippi State last year. Because that was just bad.
So if you're going to lose without causing you anger in the process.
Yeah, if you're going to lose and make people believe that you actually want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem like we wanted to be last year. But, hey, we went on a special run in the NCAA tournament.
We got to ask, is Zakai Ziegler's brother still at St. Peter's? He is. Armani plays for St. Peter's. And that's who
Tennessee knocked out.
Remember there was a little bit of, St. Peter's last year.
Yeah, I remember that. Kind of like what you doing with LSU tomorrow. Oh, LSU. Hey, stop.
Respect the opponent, Swain. 83-49 was the final last year. Tennessee against St. Peter's.
Oh, I remember.
Peacocks took a seat.
Poor little Ziegler, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or poor big Ziegler.
Yeah, right.
Big little Ziegler.
Yeah, he's about 6'4".
Yeah, he's taller than this guy, but he's still a little brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he had no shot, no chance. He was pressing a little bit, but all those guys were.
Yeah, there is
it was a beatdown.
It was a mismatch. Tennessee, number 5 in the country in pretty much all the updated polls, rankings, you name it, in college basketball. Tennessee, number 5 in the nation, and now the second longest active streak being ranked in the top 25. Been a pretty good run for Rick Barnes' Tennessee basketball program, which they look to continue with a road game tomorrow against LSU and a big home game on Saturday against Alabama. You can join us, call or text at 865-656-9900. We're halfway home on today's show. Another 90 minutes to go on Josh and Swain.
4 to shoot. Beckers off balance, 3, no good. Rebounded by Tennessee. Ruby Whitehorn pulls it in, and the Lady Vols pull the upset. Tonight at the Food City Center, Kim Caldwell takes down UConn and Gino Auriemma. Tennessee breaks UConn's win streak in the series. Your final score from Rocky Top, Tennessee 80, Connecticut 76.
The Lady Vols play here. 99.1, the sports animal. Need a new roof? You need Mo Shingles. Need new siding? You need Mo Shingles. Mo Shingles, locally owned and operated with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and over 100 5-star reviews. Free estimates, moshingles.com, 770-0506.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the sports animal.
University of Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders will not work out at the scouting combine in Indianapolis next week. Sanders is still expected to throw at Colorado's Pro Day next month, and he will meet with teams at Indianapolis during the combine. Sanders is widely expected to be one of the top 2 quarterbacks available in this year's draft class. The Lady Vols defeated Florida 86-78 yesterday for their 4th straight win. Talasia Cooper led Tennessee with 18 points. The Lady Vols will next visit Kentucky on Thursday. Ranked men's teams in action tonight in college basketball. 8 o'clock, 12th ranked Michigan visits Nebraska. Number 5 Houston visits number 9 Texas Tech at 9. Number 23 Kansas visits Colorado at 11. NBA tonight at 7, Pistons host the Clippers, Nuggets visit the Pacers, Bulls take on the Sixers, Wizards host the Nets. At 7:30, the Heat visit the Hawks, Thunder take on the Timberwolves at 8, Trailblazers visit the Jazz at 9, Kings get the Hornets at 10. I'm Joel Silverberg.
During basketball and all seasons, choose Coors Light, the official beer of chill, inside Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. When things heat up on the hardwood, reach for the beer that's made to chill. You'll know your Coors Light's perfectly chilled because when the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Tennessee Athletics. Always cheer loudly and please celebrate responsibly.
It's basketball time in Tennessee, and Tennessee Roofing Specialist loves to support the Vols and UT fans, so they would like to offer you a 10% discount during basketball season. Tennessee Roofing Specialist is your local roofing expert, specializing in new construction, remodeling, and commercial roofing, and committed to providing outstanding service at a price that won't break the bank. So if you're looking for an affordable, reliable roofing company, visit TennesseeRoofingSpecialist.com for your free estimate today. Tennessee Roofing Specialist, your roof, their reputation.
Is your honeydew list out of control? Honeydew this, honeydew that. You're not alone. Just call in reinforcements at the Honeydew service. With 2 convenient locations, the pros at Honeydew get to you with free estimates no matter how big or small your list is. From hanging ceiling fans and changing lights to remodeling kitchens, bathrooms, decks, additions, and garages, we do it all. Offering a 1-year warranty, we're your trusted locally owned handyman and general contractor. Book your free estimate now at honeydewservice.com.
We'll get your honeydew list honey done.
Hey Vol fans, it's Dr. Lewis Reaper with Tennessee Foot and Ankle, and our team is all Vol. We know the pains that come from kicking the TV after a tough loss and the agony that follows until the next win. For any Vol pain that you experience, let us help heal you from the ankles down. Located in Sevierville, Madisonville, and Lenoir City, we'll make it worth the drive knowing you're being treated by true Vol fans who know true Vol pains. Call today at VOL 986-2700 and let's get your Vol pain gone before more settle in this next game day. Tennessee Foot and Ankle.
At Chafee, we believe your home or business should be a place where comfort and reliability come together seamlessly. With our comprehensive HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services, we ensure your systems work flawlessly, giving you peace of mind and exceptional comfort. Chafee Air and Plumbing is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning customer care dealer, and they are ready to assist you. Trust in our innovative designs that are engineered for comfort. Call 865-381-4414 or visit coolingheatingplumbing.com.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal as we broadcast live in the morning, in the afternoon, Friday from the downtown Knoxville Boat Show. See the biggest selection of boats and boating accessories at the Knoxville Convention Center. It's the biggest and the best. The downtown Knoxville Boat Show this weekend.
It's Junk Be Gone's 20th anniversary celebration. This February, enjoy $20 off any full-service removal or driveway dumpster rental. Locally owned and operated by Mike and Tracy Such, Junk Be Gone has proudly been the #1 junk removal company for the past 2 decades. They've removed hundreds of hot tubs, swing sets, sheds, garages, lawnmowers, decks, and more. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, rent a 15-yard driveway dumpster, the perfect size for remodeling, roofing, or just cleaning out the garage. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for the past 20 years.
My fellow Americans, we have big news at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway. Our President's Day sales event is going on every day from now until the end of the month. Get $4,000 off a brand new Kia Sportage with over 40 to choose from. Save $5,000 on a brand new Kia Sorento, or come to Alcoa Highway today and save thousands on a new Telluride with over 50 to choose from. As always, every new Kia comes with Rusty's no-charge 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss the huge President's Day sales event only at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway.
See dealer for details.
And now a Progressive ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch to Progressive could save big with Progressive. This has been a Progressive ad from Progressive. See if you could save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or Progressive.com.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals use proprietary AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Going up with bluebird skies. A beautiful day, 58 degrees, not as frosty tonight, although more potholes are going to emerge this week. We'll go to 66 Tuesday, 68 on Wednesday, and on the heels of that, we've got some rainfall rolling in early Thursday, but it does look lighter. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Bring a whole new meaning to your backyard barbecue with a new deck. Tennessee Home is your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Call today for a free, no-pressure design appointment at 865-304-0955 or visit them online, TennesseeHome.us. Free on the radio, free on the app, free on our website. You can hear 99.1 The Sports Animal free anytime, anywhere.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. You're listening to Josh and Swain on 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Welcome back into Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us on this Monday afternoon. Swain, it's difficult to keep up, but we do have another lawsuit against the NCAA when it comes to eligibility.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, we found out over the weekend that Andre Karch will not be returning to Tennessee as he was attempting to get another year, and that would lead me to think that this is not going to work out. But there is an NC State football player who is seeking a fifth year of eligibility. He has sued the NCAA, arguing the governing body applies its rules arbitrarily and doesn't take into account injuries when determining whether to allow an athlete to play another year. This lawsuit is coming from Corey Coley Jr. He played 2 seasons at Maryland, 2 seasons at NC State, so he played against Tennessee this past season. He suffered a season-ending injury in NC State's 6th game of the season. So he has sued the NCAA, and the lawsuit says that the NCAA has unjustifiably restrained competition. They, quote, fail to benefit college athletes like Coley who are enrolled or wish to be enrolled in college and whose services as a college football player in the relevant market are in demand and from which they earn substantial NIL compensation.
Oh, that's what it's about. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, we had to get there at some point.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
You know, you want to stay in school so you make some more money. Okay, I get
Right.
it. Cool.
Diego Pavia's case was about the lack of ability to make money off name, image, likeness. Don't have the value in the junior college ranks.
So he's basically trying to get like a medical red shirt, an extra year.
He wants a medical red shirt, and the lawsuit just isn't correct when it says that the NCAA doesn't account for injuries. They do. Now, you want to say, well, sometimes there's an arbitrary ruling, I guess, but they have the rule that allows you to play up to 4 games and still red shirt.
Yeah, and he played 6.
Right.
And I got hurt, and unfortunately, injuries are a part of the game. Unfortunately, and you hate when it happens, but when you play a sport where it requires people to run to each other, guys are going to get hurt. Listen, I'm not opposed to him getting his extra year. Go for it, man. But I do understand that injuries are just a part of the game. And what happens if he gets hurt next year? And it's the 7th game of the season. You going to do the same thing? You going to try and come back for a 6th year and sue the NCAA again? Like, where does it stop? Is my only question.
Nobody has an answer to that yet. That's a great question. When does it stop?
Because we got folks out here playing their 8th college football season.
Right. And when we see those cases, like Cam McCormick, who played 9 years, a player that's leaving Cal, is he at 8 years? He's in that range. And I don't know how. Now those players like Cam McCormick dealt with several season-ending injuries that cost him many more games than Coley in this case. I hate it for Coley. Like if he gets another year, cool, good for him. It's difficult to keep up with the lawsuits. Tennessee baseball has one right now, and I've already said on the show. I think we've gone too far with
it's a lot.
23, 24, 25-year-olds playing college sports.
It's a lot. I blame Tennessee. Tennessee broke them.
Tennessee broke the NCAA?
No, Tennessee broke Coley.
Oh. That's probably what happened.
It's scored 51-10.
It was a lopsided affair. Yeah.
I blame Tennessee.
I do think what needs to happen if this 5-year thing's going to happen, get it done as quickly as possible.
Please.
To move past it. You get 5 years. But there'll be a lawsuit if somebody gets injured in his 5th year and misses the final half of the season. He'll sue for a 6th year.
5 years. 5 years to play 5 years.
Yeah.
If you can't make enough money in that time, maybe you should just go do something else. It just ain't meant to be. Maybe you should get into pharmaceutical sales.
At some point, maybe we need, and this is where I start, well, I do it often, overstepping my lines of knowledge here, but a legal person's going to have to come in and tell me what the result's going to be, at least what they think, if someone sues for unlimited eligibility. Because at some point, what's the difference? 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years? When's it end? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but somebody at some point, I'm sure, is going to sue for, hey, why if a coach can coach as long as he wants in college sports, why can't I play for as long as I want?
Are you a Cobra Kai fan?
The TV show, Netflix?
Yeah.
I am. I'm probably a season and a half behind. I'm not totally sure. But
do you remember the character Stingray?
Of course, Stingray. One of the most beautiful and absurd characters that's ever been created in television.
Look at the Stingray's old behind taking karate classes and hanging out with teenagers. Stingray, go get some grown-up friends. That's going to be someone trying to sue for unlimited eligibility. They'll be 32 years old trying to play college football.
Maybe that's the answer. Should each team get one Stingray exemption? You're allowed one player that is, I don't know what age we choose, 24, 25, or above. You get one Stingray exemption for the roster.
Get out there and break your hip if you want
then
to.
Then it becomes up to the school to decide who gets to be their Stingray.
My goodness, man. Listen, with the NCAA,
Stingray,
how they have conducted business over the last couple of decades, I don't feel bad for them.
I know.
So I'm on Coley's side here anyways.
No, I feel bad for the high school seniors coming to college that are ready to play college sports, and they've got.
I know, man. I know. I feel bad.
They've got folks renting cars showing up for practice.
I know.
That's who I feel bad for.
I do too.
When I see coaches making understandable comments of, I don't know that I'm going to go recruit high school guys. I'll just go to the transfer portal and get the 23 and 24-year-olds, the 22-year-olds. I don't fault the coaches for taking that approach because I understand why they're doing it. They're going after the developed players, but then that means players that are coming in to try to be good college athletes and want to succeed. Like, obviously, a Cooper Flagg's going to have his spot. Tennessee has a freshman in Bishop Boswell, but it's more about what can you get in the transfer portal.
Hey, if you're a high school player, you see what's going on, it should motivate you to go get better.
I would think so.
And, I mean, you would have to take those smaller offers and go ball out there, and then you can transfer and then, get you some NIL money. I mean, I hate that's the route, but there is some positive that you can pull away from the situation, man. Go get better. Use it as motivation. That's the best thing I can tell you. Hey, Josh, I mean, you're getting your college paid for if you go to smaller school and go get an education, right?
Maybe there'll be the JUCO route. Go play JUCO for a little while, put that eligibility on hold, and then when you're 20 years old, you can show up and be a freshman.
How about that? And then you'll have 8 years to play 8.
D says, I'm suing the station. We need unlimited Josh and Swain.
Well, I need an unlimited paycheck.
Make sure the NIL is a part of that deal. We'll come back. 865-656-9900 is how you can be a part of the show. Thanks for interacting with us today on Josh and Swain.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have health news, a CDC update.
Pneumococcal vaccination is now recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just one dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
During basketball and all seasons, choose Coors Light, the official beer of chill, inside Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center. When things heat up on the hardwood, reach for the beer that's made to chill. You'll know your Coors Light's perfectly chilled because when the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Tennessee Athletics. Always cheer loudly and please celebrate responsibly.
Do you know what the scariest sound to hear on a factory floor is? Silence. That means something somewhere broke. Production has stopped, and now you're paying your workers to wait while the team troubleshoots and tries to fix the problem. Finally, there's a proactive way to reduce equipment downtime, thanks to MaintainX. MaintainX is the asset management system that brings your maintenance downtime to zero. MaintainX lets you build preventative maintenance schedules, manage work orders in real time, and access the data you need to make better decisions. Downtime equals death in the production world, so make unplanned downtime a thing of the past. Try MaintainX for free. Control the daily operations of your business and transform your maintenance program by going to maintainx.com. That's maintain and the letter X.com.
Guys, ever had a bad experience in the bedroom that totally threw you off? It messes with your head, your confidence, and suddenly it's all you can think about. Next thing you know, you're avoiding trying altogether because the fear of failure is just too much. That's where Men's Pro Knoxville comes in. They've been helping men overcome ED, whether it's mental, physical, or both. Their proven personalized treatments have some of the highest success rates out there. No awkwardness, no judgment, just real results that bring back your confidence and that connection. It's important to get your ED treated quickly so that it doesn't get harder to treat down the road. Men's Pro Knoxville has treatments that online pharmacies only dream about. So don't wait another night wondering if things could be different. Call Men's Pro Knoxville today at 865-544-8220 or visit menspronknoxville.com. Your consultation is discreet and could be the start of something incredible. 865-544-8220 or visit menspronknoxville.com. And let's make tonight unforgettable. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Since 1956, Standard Kitchen and Bath has been serving the East Tennessee area with professional kitchen and bath sales and design. Family owned and operated, Larry Finley and his son Scott offer custom and affordable cabinetry lines from quality brands like Soul Design Cabinetry. From remodeling to new construction, the professionals at Standard Kitchen and Bath can help you design any space. Call 694-0068, standardkitchen.com, or stop by the showroom, Kingston Pike, next to Grayson Hyundai. They're not just selling cabinets, but designs and ideas that will transform your kitchen or bath into something you'll love.
Back on Josh and Swain, thank you for being with us. Swain, what happens when a microscope runs into a telescope?
Someone's insurance is going to be called.
Probably so, because in that instance, you get a kaleidoscope.
I've never heard of that before. That's a good one.
Came up with that one all on my own.
I'm proud of you, man. You are the dad joke king.
Yep. Came up with it after hearing it from our esteemed producer, Joel Silverberg. Thanks to Joel for that one. That is a good one.
That is a good one.
865-656-9900 is the number if you'd like to call or text to be a part of the show. 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us. Final couple of minutes of hour number 2, more than an hour to go. Speaking of last segment, lawsuit conversations. Another one this time from NC State cornerback suing the NCAA for an extra year of eligibility after being injured midway through his senior season. Judy Batista reporting that there is an NFL team that is pushing for the NFL to get rid of the tush push, meaning get rid of allowing teams to line players up behind the quarterback on a quarterback sneak, because any team can do it. It's just that the Eagles have essentially perfected it, but wanting to get rid of the tush push.
You didn't see teams try to get rid of the fade route when Randy Moss played for the Vikings, did they? Because that was damn near unstoppable, too.
You think that's apples to apples?
I mean, we're
Get
going
rid of the fade route.
We're going to ban a single play just because of the success of the play?
Yeah, it would be banning of the assistants, the physical assistants pushing from behind.
So what happens when a running back runs the football and gets 7 yards and is held up by 2 defenders, and then the offensive line and the rest of the offense comes by? Are they allowed to push him forward?
That's a good question, because I think part of the issue has been it was difficult to officiate previously, the pushing, the nudging. Now, that would happen in the middle of a play. This would be lining up, and that is the play of pushing a player forward. So there would be a slight difference, but that's a good question. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if those two would be combined or if it would simply be you can't do it at the snap of the ball.
Well, they've been talking about this for the last, year or two. Mm-hmm. Now that the Eagles have won a Super Bowl, it'd probably be easier to get it banned.
Does this add to Tom Brady's legacy that he perfected the quarterback sneak without having his tush pushed?
I never thought about it like that.
Because he was excellent at the QB sneak as well, but they didn't line people up behind Brady and push him. He just did it.
Well, they didn't convert their fourth downs like the Eagles convert theirs.
Oh, it's darn close. His rate was elite. It wasn't 100%, but it was near it.
Well,
over a longer period of time.
Maybe they should have, and they would have had a better rate. Maybe the Eagles should have deflated the footballs 2 years ago against the Chiefs, and they would have won a Super Bowl. Maybe that.
We'll see what happens. Ban the fade route. Wide receiver Jason Swain right here. I'm Josh Ward. 1 hour to go on Josh and Swain.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid-fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said, because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Hey, I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. We've had Wilson Brothers at my home. They've helped us with an underground leak that we dealt with at our home. We had a problem. We knew it. We needed help figuring out exactly what the problem was. We had Wilson Brothers come out and determine what was the issue. Then, after discovering the leak, said, okay, here's what we'll do to fix it. Here's what it'll cost. We got an upfront price. And then they made sure everything was taken care of. And they communicated with us while doing the job. Prior to that, we had used Wilson Brothers Plumbing for help on a project that we planned. If you need help at your home on a project with a problem, call the pros at Wilson Brothers Plumbing. We had a great experience. Both times we relied on Wilson Brothers, and we know that if we run into an issue again, we can call Wilson Brothers Plumbing. They work with integrity. They have expertise to help you in any situation that you're in. Call Wilson Brothers at 865-415-1537 or visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Join 99.1 The Sports Animal as we broadcast live in the morning, in the afternoon, Friday from the downtown Knoxville Boat Show. See the biggest selection of boats and boating accessories at the Knoxville Convention Center. It's the biggest and the best. The downtown Knoxville Boat Show this weekend.
had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
My fellow Americans, we have big news at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway. Our President's Day sales event is going on every day from now until the end of the month. Get $4,000 off a brand new Kia Sportage with over 40 to choose from. Save $5,000 on a brand new Kia Sorrento, or come to Alcoa Highway today and save thousands on a new Telluride with over 50 to choose from. As always, every new Kia comes with Rusty's no-charge 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss the huge President's Day sales event only at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway.
See dealer for details.
I never thought building a custom home would be this easy. When Red Door Homes built our house last year, they made the process simple. We picked from their 30-plus floor plans, customized it how we wanted, and they built it right on our land. The construction time was quick, and their 10-year warranty gave us total confidence. If you're thinking about building a home, do what we did. Go to reddoorhomestn.com and visit their showroom right off Paper Mill and Kingston Pike. You won't regret it.
Red Door Homes, home building as it should be.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and as we're in the middle of basketball season, are you betting on sports? And more importantly, are you finally making money? Most of you probably aren't. A full-time team to help you build profit is what you need to get you into the black betting on the games. My clients will do that while you're doing your job. Get signed up at FatJackSports.com. It's as little as $99 a week, and we'll consistently give you the winning plays to build your profit. Go to FatJackSports.com and build profit today.
Fort Sanders Health and Fitness is now Covenant Health Fitness Center. Same great service, new name, no long-term contracts. Visit us at Pellissippi Parkway in Kingston Pike for a free 3-day trial. Visit covenanthealth.com/fitness-center or call 531-5000.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Touchdown. Streaming worldwide at 991thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. Yes! We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a Sports Minute. Following the Lakers the rest of this season might give fans whiplash. They looked terrible last week against the Hornets, and they turn around and destroy the Nuggets on Saturday night. All of a sudden, Luka Doncic looked like his old self. Makes sense for there to be growing pains. But against Denver, we saw what could be with the Lakers. And that's going to get a lot of people raising expectations in a hurry. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Saving for retirement was tough enough for us.
Yes, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we take a disciplined approach with your investments.
Tell us more about that.
We take an active approach to money management, positioning your portfolio for opportunities we see ahead.
So all your clients get the same portfolio?
No, we tailor your portfolio to your individual goals and needs.
What about communication? We don't like being left in the dark.
We check in regularly to keep you informed on the markets and your portfolio.
Which means you'll help us stay on track.
Yes, our goal is your comfortable retirement. And as a fiduciary, we always put your interests first, because we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Shopping for a mortgage? Don't sign a thing till you call for a free quote from Fountain City Finance. 687-8200.
Hour number 3 of Josh and Swain is here. Thank you for being with us. 865-656-9900 is how you can join the show. Call or text in to be a part of it. As we're 2 hours in with discussion about Tennessee's win against Texas A&M on Saturday. Huge win.
Big win. Buzz Williams stayed his butt on the sideline. That was good to see.
That's where the coaches are supposed to be.
Last time I checked.
Not the middle of the court.
That was last time I checked.
So Tennessee wins that game. Tennessee is up to number 5 in the polls. They're essentially number 5 everywhere, number 5 in NCAA tournament projections right now. Tennessee baseball 7-0, number 1 in the coaches poll, number 2 by Baseball America, number 3 by D1 Baseball.
Yep.
How about a VFL note? You like VFL notes?
I love VFL notes.
This from John Morosi on the MLB Network just a few minutes ago. Christian Moore, in some ways, is the talk of camp for the Los Angeles Angels, and during the segment said that there is real talk that he could make the Angels opening day roster after having just been drafted last summer, and I guess in the middle of July, and that they could look at him at either third base or second base for the start of this season. So Christian Moore tore it up in the minor leagues after being drafted, suffered an injury, and has come back on fire, it looks like, so far in spring training.
Let's go. Love it. Man, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. Got a lot of stuff going on the Hill. Got Christian Moore doing his thing. NFL Combine starts this week. So we got some former players.
Combine activities are underway starting here at the beginning of the week. The workouts and the drills, what you're able to see on NFL Network, that will begin on Thursday.
Yep.
And that will start with the defensive line group, I believe. I'll pull up the schedule here. Yeah, Thursday, defensive linemen and linebackers will go. Friday, defensive backs and tight ends. Saturday, quarterbacks, receivers, running backs. And then the offensive linemen go on Sunday. So defensive linemen and linebackers on Thursday, with the Combine taking place in Indianapolis. Swain, there has been 6 players are at the Combine from Tennessee this week that were invited. 329 prospects in total, 6 from Tennessee. There was some talk last week on the internet about James Pierce Jr. He is the highest projected Tennessee player in the draft, has a very good chance to be a first-round pick. A year ago when we were doing the look ahead to this year's draft, there was some talk of, hey, could Pierce be a number 1 overall draft pick? He's not going to be that, realistically, with where the conversation is right now. But there was some online chatter about some character concerns with Pierce. Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft did not have Pierce in his first round, which I think caught some people off guard because nobody questions the physical tools Pierce has to work with, his athleticism, his combination of everything that he has physically. And he put up numbers overall at Tennessee, right, the last 2 seasons. Statistically, he was impressive. But when some talk on the internet popped up about some character concerns maybe hurting his draft stock, what did you think, seeing that, hearing that? I was not all that surprised to hear that come up in conversation. But what did you think when you heard that last week?
I was expecting it. I've been expecting it, honestly. Think about NFL security. They're going to find out everything. There's not much they're not going to know. Like, teams are going to investigate their investment. They know everything. Things that didn't hit the newspaper or, make it on the internet or hit a TV news segment. NFL knows. They know everything. And so, knowing that about them, because I've been through the process, I knew that James was going to be in danger of dropping some picks. He has had some incidents here at Tennessee. He's been an awesome player on the football field. He hasn't started all the games this year. I don't know of a top player anywhere that doesn't start unless there's a reason. And I'm not really buying a lot of reasons why a top player wouldn't start. If you try to sell me, it's a deep group, I'm just not buying that. So there's a reason why he didn't start, and we didn't make a big deal about it. when it went down, when it happened during the season, just because he went out there and did his thing when he did play. And plus, it was against inferior competition, and Tennessee was able to win by a lot of points, so it didn't really matter. Daniel Jeremiah and guys on his level, they get their information from NFL teams. So this is not made up. He has dropped, not because he don't like talking to the media. The media stuff has nothing to do with it at all. We have seen hundreds and hundreds of players drafted year in, year out. Not all of them like the media. I'm pretty sure all the first-round picks that were drafted in the last 5 years didn't like the media. So it has nothing to do with the media. I know as Tennessee fans, we're like Mama Bear, right? Anytime you're talking about one of our players or you're doing something that we don't think is fair to one of our players, we're going to back them up. My advice would be to fall back on this one. James Pierce and his representation will have to do a really good job of not shying away from the concerns that teams may have. Accept it and vow to be a better player or teammate or whatever, and say, yeah, I'm taking responsibility. This is what I learned from that situation, and I plan to be better. Like, if you do that, it's going to help you. But when you show a lack of accountability, when you blame others, it tells the NFL teams that you don't get it. And that's when you really fall. But you look at a situation with Jalen Carter, yeah, he fell a little bit, but like he still went first round because I'm sure in those meetings he accepted his responsibility. Or any player that has some character issues, on their file. In those meetings, you accept responsibility. You say, yes, this is what I did. I learned from it. I'm gonna be a better person. There's been so many cases where guy had character issues coming into the league, but not one problem in the league. I got a perfect example. That's Tyrann Mathieu, who was kicked off LSU's team, but not one incident in the NFL. He's been a model citizen. He's been a captain.
A pro's pro in the NFL.
But that's what you have to do. You have to own it. And as Tennessee fans, there's a lot about this process that we don't know. There's things that you think you know, but you don't know. And this is one of those things. You don't know the same information the NFL security knows. I don't. But I do understand in James's 3 years, there's been some things that's popped up that will make the NFL question his character. I do know and understand that. So he'll have to answer for that at the NFL Combine.
Yeah, the bigger deal for James Pierce this week will be those conversations, those meetings with teams, I think, than what he's going to do in whatever workouts he takes part in. He'll be fine there. I have no doubt that he will test quite well. I don't think teams are doubting whether he'll test well. It's about what the interaction is going to be.
Yeah, he's a physical freak. I mean, he can run. He's gonna jump well. He's gonna be able to change directions. Like, he'll do all that. Great. The first part of the visit to Indianapolis is going to be where he makes his money or loses money. Those conversations inside the rooms with those GMs and NFL personnel.
And I hope James Pierce has a great NFL career. I hope he lands in a good spot in the NFL that has the right kind of leadership and structure.
100%
as well.
Yeah, Steelers.
Matters.
Steelers will be a perfect place for him. You go to a place where there's a head coach that's been there. He's had success. He has a command of the locker room. 49ers will be a good place for him. As well. You look at Shanahan. The Raiders will be good with Pete Carroll, even though the city doesn't necessarily it gives me a reason to be a little skeptical though, because the city. I think Green Bay will be good for them. It's just football. That's it. Buffalo, just football. So yeah, I think the destination and the fit is going to be really important for Pierce.
We'll continue the conversation. Something to watch this week. The Combine, 6 Tennessee players there. James Pierce would be the headliner. He's the one with the best chance to be a first-round pick, and right now a good chance to be a first-round pick, but not as guaranteed maybe as it would have appeared 12 months ago. Something to watch, something to keep up with for Tennessee fans. The draft begins 2 months from today, April 24th through the 26th. We'll continue today's show and invite you to be a part of it. Call or text at 865-656-9900. We'll hear from Rick Barnes talking about Chaz Lanier. There's an update on Chaz Lanier coming off 8 made three-pointers at Texas A&M. Something to add to the list of accomplishments. We'll tell you about that with Chaz Lanier when we come back, right here on Josh and Swain.
99.1 The Sports Animal and Coors Light are going to help you chill out and get fired up. Listen weekdays for the cue to call to become a finalist in the Coors Light Chill It and Grill It contest. You could win an awesome outdoor grill, a Yeti cooler, Coors Light swag, and a $100 gift card. He'll draw one finalist from the Jungle Email Club, too. Listen for your chance to chill it and grill it from Coors Light and the station for hot prices and cool contests. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Start your spring cleaning early and get an insanely clean home with Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. For this month, mention me, Tyler Ivanson, the Sports Animal, and you're going to get 3 rooms of carpet clean for $109 plus a free staircase. You can book online. That is at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
These days, it feels like everyone is talking about how the American dream of homeownership has become out of reach for so many of us. Well, Rocket is trying to give us more of a chance to own our homes. They're making homeownership simpler and more accessible to more people, turning renters into owners. Rocket believes that every one of us deserves a shot at the American dream. So, are you ready? Own the dream. Visit Rocket.com or call 800-4ROCKET.
Welcome, John, our new admin lead.
Thanks.
You've got your laptop, all your admin apps. Oh, and you'll be in charge of ordering food for the team. So here's your drawer full of menus.
Whoa.
You'll keep your receipts in this file folder. Whoops! Receipt confetti.
Oh, dear.
Oh, and all these sticky notes have everyone's dietary preferences.
Have you tried Easy Cater? Online ordering from great restaurants, tools to save time and stay on budget, digital receipts in one place.
We're gonna need a bigger recycling bin.
Easy Cater, the smarter, simpler way to order food for your workplace. Order now at easycater.com.
This isn't your grandparents' YMCA. Sure, you might have learned to swim at the Y or spend summers at camp, but when was the last time you experienced the Y? Today's YMCA of East Tennessee is packed with everything you need to crush your fitness goals. From top-of-the-line workout equipment to pickleball courts, platforms for heavy lifting, certified personal trainers, and high-energy body pump classes. There's a place for you at the Y. Rediscover the YMCA of East Tennessee. 5 locations, endless possibilities. Visit YMCAKnoxville.org to join today. The YMCA of East Tennessee, where fitness meets community.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit GetEthos.com. That's GetEthos.com.
Sample Rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
A.G. Hines Company for all your residential or commercial construction needs. For more than 100 years, the best construction companies in East Tennessee have used their building materials. Earlier this year, A.G. Hines was voted Supplier of the Year by the Associated General Contractors of Tennessee. Great-grandfather Albert Hines opened the doors of their downtown Knoxville location in 1920, where the 4th generation of the Hines family, Anna and Jacob, work. And Alex is part of the operation at their other location in the Tri-Cities. A.G. Hines Company, building materials since anyone can remember.
Why is it so cold in here? Don't tell me the heat's broken again. Ugh. No matter the season, a broken furnace, heat pump, or air conditioner is a nightmare. But if you need emergency HVAC repairs or need to invest in a new heating and cooling system, then call the trusted HVAC experts at Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Whatever the problem may be, our certified technicians will make a full assessment and then provide the best long-term solution to warm up your home again in no time. And if you do need a new heating or cooling system, Pipe Wrench proudly installs and services all major HVAC brands you know and trust. We also make it easy with free on-site estimates for replacements and free second opinions on repairs. And if budgets are tight, we offer 0% financing on new systems with credit approval. So call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com to schedule your appointment today. And as always, same-day service guaranteed or the visit's free.
Listening to us on the air. Free. Listening on the app. Free. Listening on our website. Free. No subscription required. Just free sports talk. Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. We're on 99.1 The Sports Animal, AM 640 The Sports Monster. Remember, you can always listen to the show on demand. Search Josh and Swain anywhere you get your podcasts. You can subscribe anywhere you listen to podcasts. And you can always listen to us on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. Swain, for the third time this season, Chaz Lanier has been named SEC Player of the Week. This is a co-player of the week honor as he shares with Mark Sears. You mentioned he had a big week as well. Chaz is coming off the 30-point performance at Texas A&M. He hit 8 3-pointers in the game. We've seen if Chaz Lanier can go off offensively, now that's his top scoring game of the season, but if he can put up points, Tennessee has a great chance of winning the game, and he had a big-time showing in the first half. Continued on in the second half, 30 points in the game, and third time this season getting SEC Player of the Week honors.
It was a great performance. I don't know if Tennessee needs that type of performance for Tennessee to win at a high level, but that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anytime you get 30 points from a player, like, yeah, you're going to increase your chances to win. But, like, if we just get 20 or 19 and he's 40% from three, and he's taking shots. He's being aggressive. He's taking good shots. Like, Tennessee has a chance to win all their games.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. It's the way he plays, because shots are not always guaranteed to go in.
Yeah.
It's the way he plays, and I think recently Rick Barnes has been impressed by the way Chaz has responded to the coaching. In fact, listen to what Rick Barnes said Saturday after the game as Chaz Lanier went for 30 points. One other note on that, by the way, it's a big deal then you consider the stakes. Tennessee noted Lanier became just the second SEC player in the last 20 seasons to score 30-plus points in an AP Top 10 road win. Second player in the last 20 seasons. That adds to what Chaz did on Saturday. Rick Barnes talked about Chaz Lanier's performance, hitting those shots, making those plays after the game.
You know, we wanted to spread them out to start with, and, you know, we wanted to spread them out, and we wanted to do with Chaz is get him a little bit of separation. He's gotten so much better because he's seen all kind of defenses. Again, I don't think anybody's been fouled more than he's been fouled. I told Fran Fraschilla last night, I said, watch how much his shirt tail's out. He gets grabbed and pulled, and you know, we're just trying to screen him to get him a little separation. As you know, he's got a quick release. And but I love the fact he started the last couple of weeks driving the ball downhill to make people not able to always just set on his jump shot. But he's worked hard. His teammates believe in him, and we've seen him do it. He's done it before. Early in the year, he had 25 points in the first half against Baylor, and we've seen him do that. And he's had other games like that. But just really proud of the fact that he has continued to try to get better every day.
That, to me, I think is what's impressing Rick Barnes. Sure, 30 points, hit 8 3-pointers, that kind of speaks for itself. But responding to coaching, continuing to get better as the season has gone along. He's been really good all season. I know the Kentucky game at Rupp Arena, that's a bad night. He went 0 for 7 from 3. Nobody's going to argue otherwise. But I think it's the way he's responded to coaching, worked to get better, recognizing that he needed to improve. That's what Rick Barnes likes the most.
That's why Chaz Lanier came to Tennessee. He wanted to be coached hard. Like, he wanted to grow. He wanted to develop. He wanted to improve in areas where he was weak. And, you know, Rick challenged him. I remember the comment he made earlier in the season about, you know, he's paid to come here and make shots and take shots. And some people thought it was, you know, a little too much. It didn't bother Chaz one bit. Honestly, they thought it was pretty funny that he said it. But
it's not like a secret he's making money.
Yeah, like,
everybody knows it.
Like, he wasn't offended. His feelings didn't get hurt. He just took the coaching. It's what they say, not how they say it. And he took the information and got better. And his improvement is a big reason why, you know, this team is playing some of their best offensive basketball at this point. The question is, can they continue? Can you be consistent?
Right, because it's going to matter in the postseason.
It's going to matter.
Everybody recognizes that. The stat from last weekend that extends that John Rothstein had shared about Chaz's impact when he scores for Tennessee. Tennessee now 17-1 this season when Lanier scores 16 or more points. 4-5 when he does not. And a couple of things there. One, he's done it a lot. So that's 18 games now that he has scored 16 or more points. But when he does that, he greatly impacts Tennessee's chances of winning.
Are you saying that he's not a bust?
I don't think I would call Chaz Lanier a bust, as we had a few folks do during the show last week. There was
was that last week?
It was the day after the Kentucky loss, yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And I recognized the in the moment, but we had seen other times some criticism pop up. And I know it's been pointed out over and over again at this point. Chaz did not benefit from the fact that he followed Dalton Knecht, who was a first-team All-American and a top 20 pick in the NBA draft. So expecting Chaz individually to be that was unfair because, one, they're two separate players. They have different games, and Chaz is not that level. He's not going to be a top 20 pick in the NBA draft, but he was a terrific pickup in the transfer portal for Tennessee. He was one of the best transfer portal additions in college basketball this year, and he has had a huge impact on Tennessee being a top 5 team this season.
Yeah, I just found it kind of weird that people were expecting Dalton Knecht. There's one Dalton Knecht.
Right.
Like, Dalton Knecht, 6'6", Chaz Lanier, not 6'6". Their games are different. They both can shoot the heck out of the basketball. But, like, they're different players. They're different people. And so to expect the same impact, I feel like you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Chaz has been a very impactful player, and you've been able to add other pieces like Igor, like Felix, to really complement, this team and put them in position to make another deep run in the NCAA tournament. But I just never expected Chaz himself to be like Dalton Knecht. Like, I expected Chaz, along with the other portal additions, to be a better team than we had last year, but not Chaz to be Dalton Knecht. That's not fair at all.
Right. A few other numbers that back up what Lanier has done this season. Chaz Lanier, according to Tennessee, ranks 3rd nationally with 3.48 made threes per game. That's good for most in the SEC. He's 3rd in the league in three-point percentage, 4th in points per game. Lanier has scored in double figures 25 times out of the 27 games this season, and he scored 17-plus in 18 games. He's had 5 games of 25 or more. He's been terrific. He's going to be all SEC. He'll get consideration on All-American teams, and Tennessee would not be a top 5 team if the balls had not landed. And that's the biggest deal. If he chose Kentucky and Tennessee had to go get somebody else, I find it hard to believe Tennessee's number 5 in the country right now.
No. Another thing that's impressive is that Chaz is doing this after months of being the number 1 target on the defensive scout report.
Right.
For the opponent. Like, you heard Rick Barnes talking about how many times he's been fouled, and you see his shirt being pulled, out from his shorts. And, I mean, think about how he kind of bursted on the scene in college basketball early this season when he was busting everyone's butt. But then people started targeting him and being more physical with him. And that's when Rick had to challenge him. Say, hey, man, you got to deal with this. And let's understand something. Like, it's understandable that Chaz had to adjust because he wasn't playing against that type of competition at North Florida. And the SEC is the most physical league in the land. But we've seen the adjustments that he has made. And so for him to do what he did against Texas A&M, who is probably the most physical team outside Tennessee the last 5 years in this conference, then Mississippi State, that's what makes his performance that much more impressive to me.
And by the way, from everything I know or hear, a good dude.
Oh, a great dude.
Easy guy for Tennessee fans to
Well, Ron said it a couple weeks ago. He's like, the thing about Chaz Lanier is he wants everybody else to eat like he's eating. Like whatever's on his plate, he wants his teammate to have the same thing on his plate. It don't work that way. Like you're the one that beat the Kevin Durant drill. No one else has done it.
That's right.
So not everybody else will have the same privileges as you. Not everyone has the same green light as you. Not everyone is going to have the same plays ran for them or sets ran for them to get them a shot. You are you. You're brought here for a reason. It's why your NIL is the amount that it is, and some of your teammates' NIL is the amount that is. You got to be him. That's what we brought you here to do. You got to embrace it.
All right, so you want to make it official? We will stamp it here at the close of this segment. Chaz Lanier, not a bust.
I think it's safe to say.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say.
We'll come back. We have 30 minutes to go on today's show. We have an attaboy to hand out, but the news of this segment we shared co-SEC Player of the Week with Mark Sears from Alabama, Tennessee's Chaz Lanier, his third SEC Player of the Week honor this season. Jason Swain is here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. This is Josh and Swain.
To receive breaking news on the Tennessee Vols, text the word Vols to 865-656-9900. That's VOLS to 865-656-9900.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
CumulusDigital.com.
The great thing about sports is it never stops. Here's another 60-second sports minute on the Sports Animal.
University of Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders will not work out at the scouting combine in Indianapolis next week. Sanders is still expected to throw at Colorado's Pro Day next month, and he will meet with teams at Indianapolis during the combine. Sanders is widely expected to be one of the top 2 quarterbacks available in this year's draft class. The Lady Vols defeated Florida 86-78 yesterday for their 4th straight win. Talaysia Cooper led Tennessee with 18 points. The Lady Vols will next visit Kentucky on Thursday. Ranked men's teams in action tonight in college basketball. 8 o'clock, 12th ranked Michigan visits Nebraska. Number 5 Houston visits number 9 Texas Tech at 9. Number 23 Kansas visits Colorado at 11. NBA tonight at 7, Pistons host the Clippers, Nuggets visit the Pacers, Bulls take on the Sixers, Wizards host the Nets. At 7:30, the Heat visit the Hawks, Thunder take on the Timberwolves at 8, Trailblazers visit the Jazz at 9, Kings get the Hornets at 10. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Josh, I want to tell you about Covenant Health Fitness Center. That is where my family has a membership. That gives us access to complimentary child care, which really comes in handy. As recently with wild schedules, we've been able to go get a workout in. Kids have fun at Kid City and Kid Fit. They also love to go swimming at Covenant Health Fitness Center. With a membership, you have access to the indoor heated pool 12 months out of the year. Here in a few months, the outdoor pool will open back up for the summer months. With a membership at Covenant Health Fitness Center, you have access to more than 85 group fitness classes every week. You have access to all the gym equipment and space you need. They have different studio rooms and an indoor track you can take advantage of, plus indoor and outdoor tennis, pickleball, indoor racquetball courts, an indoor basketball court, and a great staff that is there to help you. And when you sign up, it's month to month, no long-term contracts. Kingston Pike, right off Pellissippi Parkway. Stop by, check it out for yourself, and tell them the Sports Animal sent you to Covenant Health Fitness Center.
This has been a paid announcement.
My fellow Americans, we have big news at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway. Our President's Day sales event is going on every day from now until the end of the month. Get $4,000 off a brand new Kia Sportage with over 40 to choose from. Save $5,000 on a brand new Kia Sorrento, or come to Alcoa Highway today and save thousands on a new Telluride with over 50 to choose from. As always, every new Kia comes with Rusty's no-charge 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss the huge President's Day sales event only at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway.
See dealer for details.
Enrichment Federal Credit Union's Ownership Rewards account is our way of thanking members for their loyalty. Members earn 5.12% annual percentage yield on qualifying deposits. Your credit and debit card cashback rewards are automatically deposited to your Ownership Rewards account. Since the launch of this account, we have paid back over $2.6 million to our members. To learn more, visit any Enrichment Federal Credit Union branch or go online to enrichmentfcu.org.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and as we're in the middle of basketball season, are you betting on sports? And more importantly, are you finally making money? Most of you probably aren't. A full-time team to help you build profit is what you need to get you into the black betting on the games. My clients will do that while you're doing your job. Get signed up at FatJackSports.com. It's as little as $99 a week, and we'll consistently give you the winning plays to build your profit. Go to FatJackSports.com and build profit today.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit GetEthos.com. That's GetEthos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male.
This is Fred.
Hey, what's up?
But he prefers to go by his b-ball name, Freddie T. Dunkerson.
For 3!
And that's Freddie T. Dunkerson breaking his bay window, and his wife
seriously
not being too happy. Thankfully, Freddie T's teammate is InstiGlass. They can replace and fix glass faster than anyone else and get the job done in the same day. Moisture in your glass, fogged windows, or bad basketball skills. No matter what, InstiGlass has your back. Call 567-4555 or go to instiglassofknoxville.com.
This report is sponsored by Tennessee Oncology. Cutting-edge cancer care is coming to Morristown, Tennessee. Tennessee Oncology will open its new clinic location in Morristown in March 2025. For more information, call 888-317-3240. That's 888-317-3240.
Plentiful blue skies and not a raindrop to be found. That's actually okay since we have had big improvements in the drought. 58 with a northwest wind the rest of the way on your Monday. Down to 35. Not as cold, not as many potholes forming new this week. 66, then 68 heading into Wednesday with rain later. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles Table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Swain, you could probably answer this. Derek in Nashville, we appreciate you, Derek. Texted and said, I want to know, do you think Zakai Ziegler will come back next year for a fifth season? Right now, there is no fifth season for Zakai Ziegler, but that is something the college sports world is waiting to know officially. Will there be a change to a 5 years to play 5 allowance? Right now, you have 5 years to play 4, meaning you can redshirt one of your 5 years and play 4 of those seasons. In football, you can play up to 4 games. But there is talk of going to 5 years to play 5. I think you asked Zakai Ziegler recently if he would come back if he got a 5th year.
Yeah, I did ask it. I think he was caught off guard by my question, but when I think about, his family being here, his mom here, his cousins here. I mean, Knoxville is his home. And if he can spend another year here in Knoxville with that family, his immediate family, then his Big Orange family, and play another year at Tennessee and get more NIL money, I'm sure he would do it if he's allowed to. I'm sure he would.
I'm sure he would too.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of will he get that opportunity.
I'm okay with a high school kid not getting an opportunity to play basketball at Tennessee for Zakai Ziegler to come back extra year. Totally cool with it.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, spot opens up elsewhere. For Zakai, his spot remains.
Yeah, go somewhere else. We'll call you when Zakai leaves, okay?
Yeah, we'll talk to you in
Or you come back up, Zakai,
2026, come back around.
We can come back up, Zakai. I mean, I love watching Kenny Chandler and Zakai play together when they're in at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
couple years ago. We can play 2 point guards at once.
We also had a follow-up question. What was the KD drill that you mentioned that Chaz Lanier had success with? We talked to Rick Barnes back during the offseason about what Chaz was doing, how well he was shooting, and Barnes mentioned that Chaz succeeded in the KD drill, which really doesn't happen. There's a reason to call it the KD drill because he's one of the great shooters of all time.
The only person who did it.
Yeah. It requires making 9 of 10 shots from seven different spots on the floor. So you have to go 7 different spots, hit 90% of your shots at all 7 spots on the floor. And Barnes said KD was the only guy that did it, and then Chaz came here during the offseason and succeeded with it.
Yeah. Rick has coached a long time after KD.
He said they had guys get to 8, make 8 of 10, but 9 out of 10 at all 7 spots, Kevin Durant, Chaz.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's why Chaz has the green light.
Yeah, shoot. Transition, you're still 6 feet behind the three-point line.
Shoot it.
Pull.
Shoot it. Kay Phillips wanted him to shoot it the moment he stepped across half court. I don't blame him.
865-656-9900. We appreciate the questions there in the text box as the Tennessee basketball conversation is continued. We stay with hoops as we hand out today's Attaboy.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Hoes, remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy.
Swain, this can be a reminder of what winning can do. Did you see the clip of Rick Pitino saying, hey, play for the name on the front and the name on the back will end up getting some glory?
Yeah. Yeah.
Play for the name on the back, you're not going to have the same team success and nobody's going to care about what you did.
That's right.
So over the weekend, the Warriors retired Andre Iguodala's number 9 jersey. He was a great player for the Warriors, a terrific defender. He played his role. He was a really good player, an all-star level player, had success with the Philadelphia 76ers. He ends up at Golden State. Splash Brothers take off. Iguodala plays his role. He was so good in it. Draymond Green, of course, a big player in their success. He had his number 9 jersey retired with the Warriors. He won 4 NBA championships with the Warriors. And he will be remembered as a legend in the Bay Area forever for what he did. So Andre Iguodala, an attaboy for his career, getting his number 9 retired by the Warriors.
It did work out for Kobe when he played for the name on the back.
You said Kobe?
Yeah, it worked out for Kobe and the team. Because remember, there was a quote where they told Kobe, hey, man, there's no I in team.
Yeah, but there's an M and an E in that name.
In that blankety blank.
In that blankety blank is right. Yeah. Well, with all due respect to Andre Iguodala, because this is his attaboy.
You know Kobe.
He and Kobe.
Now, I remember when Iguodala hit the league and was with the 76ers and was a high flyer. And, just super athletic, played above the rim, and then, his role changed with Golden State. I think about that moment where he was, kind of mentoring Andrew Wiggins during their championship run. Mm-hmm. And, he's just been so great for the game, so great for the Golden State Warriors organization, just a great fit. And, now he's making moves in the business world. I listened to a podcast years ago. I was traveling, and I was listening to him talk about, things that he's doing off the court and when he would officially retire and what he would be doing. And so, man, he's a winner. Mm-hmm. He's a winner. He's from originally Illinois, and then he went to Arizona and went to Philly and finished his career up with the Warriors. But, man, he's a winner.
Played 19 years.
My goodness.
In the NBA. So, congratulations to Andre Iguodala. Jersey retired, number 9 over the weekend with the Warriors. Forever a legend with that organization, helping them win 4 NBA titles. We hand out attaboys and attagirls every day thanks to Native Design. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. So 19 years for Andre. They've surpassed that already at Native Design for how long they've been helping people. They turn ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. You can call Native Design at 865-310-3256 or visit the website nativetn.com. Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialists. We have one segment to go on today's show. We'll hit the power poll, top winners and losers coming out of the weekend. We'll come back right here on Josh and Swain.
This is Andy Lehman with Lehman Jewelers. At Lehman Jewelers, we consider it our honor to be invited into your special life moments. Since 1983, we've assisted couples with their engagements and anniversaries. We've helped you pick a great birthday gift, cheered you on with all your promotions and life celebrations. We even consider it our privilege to assist families with the handling of their loved one's estate. You've trusted us to provide the extra special care to make those moments amazing and seamless. Our expert jewelers, gemologists, and sales team provide a low-pressure, listening ear to give you the best customer service that we can. Your customer satisfaction is what we strive for every day because you matter to us. Thank you, East Tennessee, for choosing Lehman Jewelers for your fine jewelry milestones. Located in Turkey Creek and Maryville, Lehman Jewelers is your hometown jeweler of choice. Lehman Jewelers, earning your trust since 1983.
Lehman Jewelers, proud supporter of the Lady Vols.
Are you ready to transform your career? Cook Financial Group, in collaboration with Symmetry Financial, has revolutionized virtual insurance sales. Achieve success with excellent income while enjoying life's best moment. Build a business with true ownership, freedom, and a lasting financial legacy through our turnkey system. With our proprietary automation platform, you'll have robust support and step-by-step mentorship, whether full-time or part-time. Our proven system offers the flexibility to work from anywhere. No cold calling required. Change your future with Cook Financial Group. To learn more or schedule an interview, visit ccookfinancial.com/recruiting, spelled with 2 C's, ccookfinancial.com/recruiting, or call 357-3245 Cook Financial Group. Powered by Symmetry Financial Group, where your success story begins.
He's coming. Here he goes. Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Do you know what the scariest sound to hear on a factory floor is? Silence. That means something somewhere broke. Production has stopped, and now you're paying your workers to wait while the team troubleshoots and tries to fix the problem. Finally, there's a proactive way to reduce equipment downtime, thanks to MaintainX. MaintainX is the asset management system that brings your maintenance downtime to zero. MaintainX lets you build preventative maintenance schedules, manage work orders in real time, and access the data you need to make better decisions. Downtime equals death in the production world, so make unplanned downtime a thing of the past. Try MaintainX for free. Control the daily operations of your business and transform your maintenance program by going to maintainx.com. That's maintain and the letter X.com.
Everything is more expensive than ever before. Well, except for the sports animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. Always. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back for the final segment of Josh and Swain on this Monday afternoon. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Thanks to Joel Silverberg for producing. If the tush push goes away, teams can thank the Green Bay Packers, Swain. Diana Rossini reporting that the Green Bay Packers, the NFL team that have gone to league office, looking to make a move to get the tush-push with players behind the quarterback shoving forward disallowed. Judy Batista reported earlier today that there was an NFL team trying to make that happen, and reportedly that is the Green Bay Packers.
I mean, I knew it had to be a NFC team. I was thinking more of a NFC East team.
Right, had the Commanders game in the postseason where they kept jumping over. And there was the threat of giving the Eagles touchdown. Still not sure how that would have worked.
But there's, you can beat the Eagles. You don't have to ban that play to beat the Eagles. You still could beat them.
Right.
I don't know if the Packers will be ridiculed for this, but I just don't think you ban a play that's been a part of the game since its inception. Like, now you want to ban it because you have a quarterback that's really good at it and you have an offensive line that's been really good at it. Why don't other teams do it? If it's so bad for the game and you already know the outcome, because remember, the reason why they backed up the extra point is because 99% of the time, like, they would make it. And they wanted to get rid of a play that you knew the outcome of 99% of the time. So, like, if it's so unstoppable, why don't we see more teams do it? More teams implement it? Because they don't have the personnel. That's why, probably. So, I don't think you should change the rule.
We'll see if anything comes of it, but the Packers have submitted a proposal to the NFL's competition committee to ban the tush-push. Is that the official language that they apply to? Do they say tush-push? I thought brotherly shove would take off more than it did.
Yeah, but it's the tush-push.
The brotherly shove would have to be specific to the Eagles. Tush-push is more generic. Yeah, more universal for all teams. Yeah,
middle school, high school, college, any level, you can use it. Hey, if Zakai Ziegler on the pick and roll does a good job of holding the defender, or he does a good job in transition, getting in front of a defender and force that defender to run him over, drawing the foul, that can also be called tush-push.
My 5-year-old, when he knocks over his 2-year-old sister, should say, "No, it's just a tush-push." That's what he should use in defense.
Yeah, we can. It's universal, man. It's universal. We can use it in more ways than just football with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Swain, tomorrow will be a caffeinated show as we will have a 9 p.m. tip-off to get ready for. It'll be a long day before Tennessee plays LSU.
No, it won't. For you, maybe. You know it's basketball, right? The games are like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half? Because it'll be a blowout, it'll be over?
Give or take. It's not football where it's like a 3.5-hour game. That's like we're watching a national championship game or something.
Is it going to start on time? Florida, Georgia play at 7.
They got commercials and stuff like that.
I'm concerned.
You know, the post-game show, you got to analyze the game and talk about how great Tennessee is and how Tennessee is about to put a slapping on LSU.
Do we even need to watch? You guaranteed Tennessee wins earlier in the show.
Oh, I'm definitely watching.
Okay.
I like beatdowns. It's my favorite thing to watch.
Beatdowns are good.
Yeah, I love when Tennessee.
This would be one where, go ahead and blow them out. Start emptying the bench about 4 minutes to go.
I just need our guys to be ready and have a lot of energy for the weekend game against Alabama. You take LSU serious.
Yep.
Do what you do.
Yeah,
that's playing the game. That's the basketball gods want you to treat the game the right way and approach the game the right way.
Respect the game.
That's right.
Tennessee and Bama will play at the same time tomorrow night. Tennessee at LSU, Bama at home against Mississippi State. Both 9 o'clock tip-offs with Tennessee hosting Alabama coming up on Saturday. Before we close out today's show, we hit the power poll.
Captain,
We're losing power in the warp engine.
Nuclear power pants.
What's up? I'm Kenny Powers.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
I have the power!
With great power comes great responsibility.
Full power, Mr. Scott.
Alrighty, Swain. On Monday, we look back at the weekend with our top winners, top losers from the weekend. Would you like to lead us off?
Yeah, for sure. I'll go. Lakers had a big win over Denver Nuggets. Luka had a really good game.
Yeah, easily his best game so far as a Laker.
Absolutely. Texas women's basketball, number one for the first time in 21 years. Notre Dame was knocked off by my next winner, NC State, knocking off Notre Dame in overtime. Tennessee had three players, the three guards combined for 60 points. Chaz Lanier dropped 30, but it was a guard play, being able to put up points that made the difference in that game, along with Chaz Lanier. And then when you have this guy on the losers list, you really only need one. This is Broncos outside linebacker coach Michael Wilhoy. He's facing an assault charge for punching the police officer at an airport. So, not a good idea.
Yeah, not a good situation.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. So, yeah, he's gonna be in some trouble.
All right, my winners list. This is one we didn't mention during the show, meant to. So an honorable mention because it's just such a cool feat. Carlin Pickens, she tied Tennessee's legend Monica Abbott for the fastest pitch at 77 miles per hour.
My goodness.
Cooking right there. So a cool feat by Carlin Pickens. Wanted to mention that here with the power poll. I also had the Lakers, number 5. I put the Volunteers, number 4. That's kind of a group effort. A bunch of Tennessee sports are winning. Basketball up to number 5. Baseball in the coaches poll now ranked number 1 in the nation. I have Texas ladies, number 3. Michaela Schifrin, with her 100th World Cup race win, is number 2. No one else has more than 86. She gets to 100 and will continue, I'm sure, past that. I put Duke number 1 because they beat Illinois by like 1,000 points. 110 to 67.
Yeah, put Illinois on the losers list.
Losers side, Joel Embiid. That's not gone well this year. I'm not sure there's going to be a positive result out of that situation. The Texas men's team losing to South Carolina. That's a tough look. And then Kansas, they actually won during the weekend, but their streak ends going back to 2021 being ranked in the top 25. In fact, 5 of the preseason top 10 teams now unranked. Tennessee, though, outside the top 10 at the beginning of the season, inside the top 5 in the updated polls today. That is the power poll, winners and losers out of the weekend. Swain, we'll try again tomorrow?
We'll do it, man. We'll do it. Hope you get a lot of rest today. Get ready for the game tomorrow night.
Prep time tomorrow. We'll be back at 12 o'clock. Thank you for hanging out with us today. See you tomorrow right here on Josh and Swain.
Whitby Insurance is Knoxville's premier auto owner's insurance agency. Since 1972, the staff at Whitby has made it a point to provide personalized